started to get real good.
Oh god, this game. I seriously don't want it to be over. I don't like it. It's this weird feeling.
Does that mean I have to go back to playing Garrett Padfoot?
Oh,
He's still
that
wandering
guy.
around somewhere.
All right, Ryan.
What's happening?
I'm ready.
Nothing.
I'm lamenting
Everybody-
that this could be the end.
Roll me a d20.
Who?
Oh, of course. Nick gets the 20.
Oh, let's go!
Put it on the board. It's 2 already. We haven't even started yet. We got 2.
Technically doesn't count, does it? Because
Does now.
You said roll for initiative. That counts.
okay. Wait,
No,
are
he
we
just said
rolling
roll a
for
d20.
initiative?
That was recap initiative. It counts.
All right, putting it
So
down.
both of you get to give the recap.
Wait,
No,
what?
no, not really. No, we agreed on the lowest one. We agreed.
But
Oh,
Nat
Rafal's
20
got
did
the lowest back. He's gonna do it.
Holy, yeah. I mean, compared to Kevin, yeah. Oh, man. Last session was wild. We killed an unkillable Titan. We got to get intimate with our friend. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up. Hold on.
I got it. If you need.
Atriox, Herald of the Great Worm, the Keeper of Portals, the Opener of Ways, and Lord of Dragons.
And friend of Agrimar.
That'll do.
Who also then gifted Agrimar his godlike hammer, who he actually gave to Rafal, who then got to give it to Agrimar, and it was really sweet and cute. And you should go check out that VOD, because it was adorable. We also... is that it? That's the whole
Pretty much.
session, right? I was just about to say more,
killing.
and then I was like, wait, that was the session before that.
We ended with
Did we teleport home in the end?
No, we
not,
are
to, not
in the
to teleport home.
We
to the
teleported.
cat. We wanted to go to the throne room.
We teleported
without
the so
taking
the with the corpse of the
fucking
unkillable Titan. I remember Callum cast Flesh to Stone on it and turned it to stone, and then it got shunted into the astral plane, right?
I don't know about the astral
I
plane part.
believe it got turned flesh to stone, and then Atriox said that he and Agrimar can deal with it when Agrimar is ready. When Agrimar is finished concluding his business, then the two of them will shift it off into the
okay.
astral sea.
Got it.
God, I need extra hands on that one.
And then I believe we ended on, well, I guess it's time to go home.
Agrimar used Word of Recall, but instead of going to the temple, we went to the coronation platform that we coronated.
Oh, that's
the queen
right.
on.
We ended up on the castle.
Yep.
The
Right in
Castle
the heart,
Guard.
because you wanted to go take out some Requisitors.
Well, what can I say? I'm a glutton for punishment.
So we're picking up with the sounds of exotic birds nesting in trees from a dozen distant lands, with flowers of 100 shades blooming radiantly as the air is laden with their unique mingling perfumes. Water can be heard trickling pleasantly from several nearby fountains at the hearts of these gardens, and therein, on opposite sides, to the east and to the west, are these large, grotesque stone sculptures of what look to be very spiked, jagged, crude carvings that almost appear to be either large devils or crude angels. It's hard to say for sure, but tied to the front of each one is a humanoid garbed in barely but scraps of clothing, as if some sort of human sacrifice. And there's the chuckling sounds of several red-skinned individuals scampering across some of the nearby stonework as this flash of the party's teleportation subsides, and several imps catch the party's gaze as you appear inside of the castle courtyards. And can I get everybody roll some initiative for me, please.
Son of a bitch.
Just the way I like it.
So-
Bust in the door and aggro everything in one go. Let's do it.
Did we have
so
a rest
yay or
before this?
nay? Can we like, or how partial is Rafal to this garden? Like, don't burn it to the ground.
We can
or-
regrow anything. We have a druid.
There we go. There's my inn. Everything looks flammable, right, Ryan?
I rolled a
Surely
1 and a
with enough
20.
effort.
Ha! Put it on the board,
have
Rachel. I
enough
got a
effort.
natural 20.
Oh yay!
This session's starting off strong, y'all.
The bright beaming sunlight has this strange effect on Nari where after standing in it for the first time, it's just a little bit overwhelming and she just falls asleep for a short cat nap.
Oh no, she burns her nose because it hasn't been exposed to the sunlight in a long time.
Her pupils dilate. She's like, I think I'm blind, but maybe I just need to sleep it off.
Wait, did Callum crit as well?
Once I selected my character and rolled initiative, yes.
Woo!
I'm still trying to roll. It is frozen. Yep. Nope. Nothing. That's
There's
great.
too much awesomeness. We got 4, and the session's only 10 minutes in.
There we go. 23. Okay, that's 2. Yep. Okay, 4. There we go.
All right. So does that look right to everybody? So we start things off with Zara.
Would
You
it be
spy-
Martin- Oh,
I think you've got a higher dex than Agrimar.
yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
You spy several of these imps that you know are capable of turning invisible, capable of flying relatively quickly, and more than anything, being incredibly annoying and gaining the attention of whatever else might be nearby that is not presently inside of the castle gardens. What would you like to do?
I would like to kill it with a. You know what? To add some spice into it, a fire hand crossbow.
Kill it with fire.
All right, which one are you shooting at?
This one.
I might point out
All
that
right.
those are possibly devils and probably immune to fire.
Which one?
Well,
It still does regular damage.
Yeah, it does. Also, wait, can I hide? I can hide in like this group of people, right?
You could have,
In between
Oh.
people.
but you fired first.
Shit!
Since this is the last session, I'm going to assume you're familiar with the character. But a 26 is going to hit.
Fuck. God damn
As the
it.
bolt sinks into it, directly into the chest with a dead-on bullseye, dealing 7 points of piercing damage to the imp. It sends it tumbling back off of the bench that it was starting to stand up on. It fumbles itself back, but is starting to stand back up to its feet. Anything else you would like to do?
I would like to hide.
All right, where would you like to hide?
I would like to hide between the legs of my party.
All right,
think
so long
there are
as
a
nobody
lot
moves, that's a 25.
Ah,
Everyone
shit.
scatter.
You know what? Actually, you know
Agrimar.
what? Can I reverse and just move 15 feet right over here?
Sure thing.
All right.
I
Actually,
mean, you could still do that.
Zara
hiding
takes
in the
cover
stone.
behind a couple of stone benches.
yeah, and a 25 to hide. Hell yeah.
Agrimar.
Well, just because I can. No, I'm not gonna do it. I got this new hammer. It does fire damage, but I can't do fire damage against fiends, which is great. So I'm just gonna look at the same one that Zara just shot at and say, "Die." I needed to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. 18 on the wisdom save.
That is a fail, my friend. 3d12 necrotic damage. 13 points of necrotic damage.
This resonating thrum appears, can be heard as if from nowhere, and as the resonation from the sound starts to reverberate across the skull of this imp, his head just collapses in on itself. He drops.
I'm going to point to the one to the far north. If you want to go tell your masters that the king of Misthaven has arrived, be my guest.
Anything else you would like to do?
Nah, I'm good.
That's a motherfucking hype man right there.
On initiative count 20, the imp that Agrimar is pointing his hammer towards gives a shocked ah! And then he turns invisible, and you can hear the fluttering of wings.
Agamar looks to Rafal. That wasn't too much, was
Too late.
Shrug.
it?
I would like to viciously mock this imp.
All right.
I need it to make a wisdom save, please.
You a son of a bitch.
How about a 13?
It fails.
What does Thule say to this imp?
Your father smelled of elderberries. She says it in Infernal.
Takes 7 psychic damage, and you see he just kind of falters for a moment, stuttering, like looking towards you, and with just almost a look of hurt on his eyes. For that look of hurt turns to a scowl and a sneer, and he just starts frothing at the mouth. Anything else you would like to do?
Let's see. I'll go ahead and bardically inspire Rafal.
That's
Alright.
me.
That is you.
What do you tell him?
Let's just get this shit over with, man.
As you start speaking these encouraging words, they fill the eardrums of your allies nearby, and you can see the 2 stone sculptures on the left and the right hand side. Simultaneously, they both fold their wings around, almost cocooning the humanoids that they are holding onto, shielding them from sight as these large, look to be stone chains start to ride down and just pile up onto the floors in front of them and just seem to keep spilling out from these sculptures. Rafal.
All right. Well, there's one of these things within range that I can see. So Rafal's gonna just rush over here and take some, aggression out on this here devilish figure.
All right.
17
17 is definitely going to hit.
for fear. That's not the right damage. Why didn't that roll correctly? That's strange. Where's the radiant damage? I'm gonna try that again. No, it's still wrong. That's weird.
Roll 20 is changing again.
Well, I'm just gonna roll 2d8, I guess. So second attack is a 32. So that's gonna be.
You're not going to need your second attack.
Okay.
Because the first attack's damage is going to be enough to finish off this imp.
Okay.
And just send it scattering across the floor as its blood that scatters across the floor immediately starts to turn to ash, leaving no trace of its existence.
Okay, there it goes. That was just to make sure it was fixed. Bonus action, I make my cape billow. That's the end of my turn.
All right. At the end of Rafal's turn is Delamar.
Delamar is going to use his last charge of his 5th level spell to cast Mask Your Wounds.
All right.
And I have enough to target everybody in the party except Nari, but she's going night-night, so hopefully that's okay. I get an extra, really? So that's 25.
24 is pretty great. 25 is even better.
That is true. So everybody gets 25 health.
I'll take that, even though I was at 69.
Nice.
Oh, I was too.
You can refuse it.
Nope, I think I will take the HP, thank you.
And then bonus action, tell Agni to spit fire at anybody who comes at me.
All right.
And that's my turn.
The end of your turn, these larger wings can be heard as they start soaring down from just over the next rooftop. As a larger devil swoops into view, he's
Ooh.
wielding this two-pronged trident, this bident. As he comes swooping down towards the gardens, he immediately eyes the party with this gaze of pure flame as he sends a sweeping arc of this bident down, sending flames arcing out towards a couple members of the party. And still a good 30 feet up in the air, he launches these flames at Agrimar with a 25 to hit, at Thule with a 12 to hit, and at Callum with a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
12 misses.
Callum, you're going to take 20 points of fire damage.
No save or anything like that.
Not for this one. Agrimar, did that 25 hit? Cool beans. If it does, that's Lucas. Does a
Yes,
25 hit?
What's currently hitting me?
The devil that just flew from over the rooftops, hurling flames down at you.
Oh,
25
yeah,
to hit.
Yep, that's
For
my
16 fire damage.
That's my AC. Okay.
Does anybody recall why I might have had temporary hit points?
Yes,
Isn't that
we
from
got
the spell
it
that gave
from
us our
the divine intervention.
Yes, that was
Yeah.
Agrimar's hit point blessing to everyone.
If that's still in effect, then that 20
Yeah,
damage
it's
just
until
ate
you
into-
rest.
Party
so you're
hasn't
good.
rested yet, so you're
Sweet.
good. And as this devil shoots these flames down upon the party, searing some of them, he lets out this snarl, and Thule, in Infernal, you can hear him just spitting out, "Filthy insects infesting Mavrocorus's lair. You will be burned out."
Before what was this? Get out of my
Callum.
fucking castle.
Okay, where is that guy that just shot me with fire? Because I don't see him on. Oh, there he is. He's up north.
North.
Yeah, I'm done with this. And someone gave me back a whole lot of spell slots.
Oh yeah.
You're welcome, Callum.
So yeah, I think it's a time for a lightning bolt.
Anyway,
Alright.
Callum started blasting.
Basically. Yeah, we're gonna go for a level 4 lightning bolt. So I need a dex save from the creature.
It's a 16 on its dex save.
That's a fail. Particularly great damage, but there it is.
All goes through. It's not resistant or immune to any type of lightning. As this surge of electricity looses from Callum and just electrifies this flying devil.
Does that hit the imp too?
You don't know.
It's invisible.
I don't. I don't. Yeah.
And Callum's going to call out in Primordial. Doesn't know if this guy speaks it or not. But he just calls out and says, "You really don't want to bother us today. Go away or die."
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one.
When it's true, it's true.
Mhm.
Pretty good. Callum, roll me an intimidation check.
5.
Oh, Callum.
He's still a gnome at the end of the day.
He's still a no.
I mean, I have a mighty staff, but
Oh,
But
no.
but we all know what Callum's voice sounds like, you know. It's
Yeah.
just
This
Yeah.
devil
Yes,
looking
like
back
go
at
on,
you.
Deepot.
I mean, I haven't been using the voice changer, but you all know what he sounds like.
Callum, you're looking up at this devil, and as you shoot this insult his way, he just has that blank expression that you get from so many customers that, like, he doesn't even speak common.
Figures.
But that Zara is up.
All right, my time to shine. Hell yeah.
let's go,
I would like to
ZK.
hit this man. I would like to hit this man with the silver arrow. But before then, I would like to sure up my my shit, and I want to hide.
All
First
right.
and foremost, gotta do it. I don't plan on moving. What was that? That was a
26 is pretty
20
sneaky.
fucking
26.
6. God damn it. And then I would like to hit this man.
Yeah.
Do I get advantage?
26 is a little on the low side for you.
I know it is.
You do
Come
not.
on, do
I hit-
better.
Oh, that's bullshit. No, he knows where I am. Oh, well.
21's still gonna hit though.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Max damage.
Do I get sneak attack?
No.
You do
Oh,
not.
I
You
knew.
don't have an ally within 5 feet of it yet.
And he knows where I am.
Yeah.
No. Well, you know, I just wanted to see if I could try. Well, that's all I have.
Saying anything as you fire that shot off?
Yeah. We just want to go home at this point. Can you just die or leave? We already kind of killed your boss, so... what was his name?
Dazan.
Yeah, we already killed Dazan, so you don't have a boss. Just go home.
Zara, go ahead and roll me an intimidation check.
Can I roll it with advantage because I know it's true? No.
Have anything of Dazan's you might hold up as proof?
Didn't you take his head?
Nope, she sent his ass back to hell.
Takes it, takes it.
Oh man, I have a -1, a 7.
Better than Callum's.
It's 2 better. We're getting there.
We need someone with charisma to intimidate these guys.
Or someone that speaks infernal.
That would help too.
He doesn't seem to change his expression in the slightest, even after
fuck.
taking this bolt to the leg.
He's like,
I would
okay,
like to-
Karen.
I would like to flip him off with my left hand, and then upon realizing I don't have a finger there, flip him
Unable
off
to
with my
do
right hand.
so.
Yeah.
You are no longer proficient with that weapon.
I only have one. I can only do one attack.
One-handed.
If you're a druid, you could summon birds.
Zara switches to her other hand. Agrimar, anything you would like to do?
Yeah. I really am tired of this shit. So he grabs his giant anvil and he speaks the word "Light the forge" and ignites his hammer. And he is going to double move towards the statue on the left. And that's
All
his turn.
right. As Agrimar's flames start to consume his hammer, he starts to make a charge.
Flame on.
With that, Tuli,
Flame on!
Okay. Oh, what was the name that he said?
Mavrocorus.
Mavrocorus. That's
That-
a
Oh, that's
mouthful,
way
Ryan.
different than what I
That's a
spelled.
name.
Mavrocorus.
Oh, I just put
Mavrocorus.
Veracorus, so I need some
Okay.
NAs in there.
So,
Well, that's why you guys don't speak Infernal.
That's true. I'm on the other end of the spectrum.
Common.
Celestial, thank you very much.
Primordial.
Tuli's gonna move 15 feet towards this dude, and she's gonna reply to him in Infernal. We don't know who this Mavrocorus is. We are simply here to take care of our business and then to go home. If you really want to die, then you can stay here. Otherwise, I suggest that you leave.
That's getting better.
Let's loose this snarl as the flames about his eyes subside a little bit so he can get a better gaze at the voice that is shooting up at him from this Genasi. As he snarls back, Mavrocorus flies before you, and he will burn away the scum infecting his lair. It was left by all the other Requisitors, and I claim hold of this city as my own.
Oh, all the Requisitors
Talking
left.
about himself in the
Oh,
third
fuck,
person.
all the
you-
Requisitors
What a
left.
pretentious
Let's go.
asshole.
This is the last thing. All right.
I'm gonna go
So
break a statue.
basically,
You all have fun.
He saw this as a power grab since
He did.
Suzanne was dead.
Yep. All,
Oh,
all the
dang.
good fiends are dead.
Oh, this guy's gonna go down like a chump, and he doesn't even
I
know
can't
it.
wait to ruin this man's happiness.
Yes.
He's gonna be so disappointed.
God.
Steal his finger.
Yeah. I could have a devil finger. That'd be cool.
Devil bird.
So basically, he's not willing to back down.
After hearing the gnome and the halfling kind of give their arguments, he seems to look at you guys as more of a joke than anything.
Okay.
It's clear he
Oh,
hasn't
man.
faced anything of your caliber before.
All right. So then, for my action, I would like to cast Ralatheme's Psychic Lance at a 4th level,
All right.
and he needs to make an intelligence save, please.
How about an 11?
That fails, unfortunately for him. So he's gonna
What does
take
this
that
look
psychic damage, and he will be incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
like?
Oh, yes. Oh, it's my turn.
So Thule, after hearing this devil basically talk in the third person, she's not impressed. So you see her hands kind of stretch out, kind of in like a across from each other, and a huge like glowing blue lance forms in her hands. Just freaking launches it at this dude straight into his chest.
His chest just slams into him, and you watch as he just seems to freeze up as you take hold of his mind. And in those moments, he forgets how to flap his wings, and he comes crashing to the ground.
Yeah.
Thule, can you roll me 3d6 bludgeoning damage
I sure can.
on this ball?
13.
Nice.
That's good. That was high.
And then she's gonna take the rest of her movement to get closer, and that's her turn.
All right. Next up is Rafal.
I would like to cast haste.
All right.
Woo! Faster fall. Woo! Oh, hold on. Did I start my turn next to Rafal?
No. I moved over to kill the imp.
Oh man.
I moved to a
wanted
very
super speed.
disadvantageous spot. But
I was trying to get that extra couple feet of
with
movement.
haste, Rafal's just going to run across this whole thing, pull out Crownfall, and as he's swinging down on this creature with advantage because it's incapacitated, he's going to say, if you want to claim this place, you have to take it from the rightful king. 19. I'm going to roll my inspiration just in case.
It's a D10.
22.
22 hits.
I would like to smite at a 4th level.
All right.
You're gonna leave a crater.
So it's a fiend. So
Indeed.
That's max.
so it's gonna be 6. Right? Max is 6? Yeah, 6
Yeah, max
D8.
is 6.
Yeah. 30
Oh.
radiant
Nice.
damage.
So 48. total of
48
that
damage from one slice, not a crit.
Damage from the first swing.
Well, I only get the one because I used my action to cast haste.
Oh,
but
right. That was
As
his
this
haste.
radiant
haste
light
attack.
just
Um,
rips.
Can
through
I
the
roll
wound.
an intimidation check?
Yeah, I'll say so.
Cool. 14.
He looks very hurt, but unable to make any moves.
Yeah, we'll see. I believe that the only thing left to do is use my bonus action to make my cape billow.
All right, and then on his turn, he doesn't get any actions to save against it, right?
No, he does not.
Also,
All right.
I forgot to mention, Crownfall is silvered.
Yes, it is. Full damage is going through on that. Delamar.
I am going to cast. Does this guy look bloodied? Beat up? Rough?
He does. Very much so.
I just kicked his ass.
Let's cast Call Lightning.
All right.
We are out in the open.
How's the weather, DM?
Getting pretty stormy out.
So extra damage?
Extra damage.
I'm down. What's it look like as Delamar calls lightning on the rooftop of this castle pyramid?
So he does his normal like flame in my hand, but as he's holding the flame, you see it start to spin and get hot until it kind of disappears in the lightning, and he snaps his fingertip and the lightning shoots up in the sky, where it like starts to thunder and crackle as the storm starts to get heavier and heavier, and all the lightnings go throughout the cloud until one single strike lands down on him.
The single burst of lightning arcs down from the heavens and just hammers into this devil that is pinned into place right into that open wound left behind by the radiant tearing. And as it does so, it just blossoms open like a flower as this surge of energy fills the devil. He takes the full damage from this, being unable to make a dexterity save.
Nice. And I think I get an extra dice on that.
Agni needs to start pulling his weight. Seriously. Ever since he got squished by that that squid.
Is this guy immune to fire damage? Because that's all Agni can do.
He does appear to be, from what you've read about devils.
Okay, then that is Delamar's turn.
Delamar, there's this breath of a moment after that surge of lightning collapsed down on top of this pyramid, where you felt that same sort of a calling that you felt in that dreamlike state. Something below you is seemingly reaching out, that spark of a connection of some sort of a spirit being nearby, connecting with its element being used. Cal,
hell yeah.
Okay, so how badly does this guy look hurt?
Real
worse
bad.
than bloodied.
I fucked him up.
Okay. Then
Dalmar did a lot of damage too. And Thule did a lot of damage, so yeah, he's taking a beating.
Laser circus? We gonna Daft Punk this shit? You gonna just magic missile all over the place?
Laser Floyd.
Yes!
I kind of just gonna walk up to here.
Little Dark Side of the Moon.
Yes.
Dark Side of the Gnome.
Dark Side of the Gnome. That would be Zara.
And just gonna say, you really should have just gone home.
You did try to warn him.
And here comes another lightning bolt. This one aimed right for his head.
All right.
Dex saving throw.
He fails it.
All right.
Well,
Much better
you
damage.
also hit him
Damn.
with a lightning bolt. So this is the second bolt.
Oh,
Yeah. Damn.
Callum, as you loose this surge of lightning, it blasts through the devil and also clips into a figure that appears for but a moment behind it before it just drifts off into ash as that invisible devil is dealt with. And this devil is looking to be on his last legs.
Oh, do I have any bonus actions?
Make your cape billow.
I don't have a billowing cape, unfortunately.
Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made. All right, that's Callum's turn.
Next up is Zara.
Okay, I would like to hide again, and I'm not going to move, so it's going to be an advantage. That's a
It's getting better.
29.
29's pretty good.
Can I roll this with advantage and sneak attack?
It's still aware of where you are, but you'll get the sneak attack because you've got an ally within 5 feet.
Oh, fuck yeah. God damn it. 16.
But that's going to be a shot at disadvantage because he's prone.
Of course. God damn it.
Which
Every
negates
time
sneak
there's a
attack
pro-
damage.
I know. Damn
14
it.
is going to miss.
Oh.
Poor
All
Zara.
these spells being cast across the field over there. It's glowing all sorts of colors, and you're just kind of having to shoot blindly, and that bolt doesn't connect that time round.
When was
He's
the
just
last time
wailing
you
around on the
missed?
ground.
This is
Just now.
this
It's
is
a
why
very
she
long
wanted the
time.
ring. Don't we still have to deal with Jaeger though? We
She's
kinda don't
missing
know
a
where
finger.
One,
Yes,
one
that's-
step at a
that'll happen.
time. One step at a time.
Secure the kingdom, then find bomb.
Okay,
We'll
Zara
get
will
there.
move. We'll move here, 25 feet. Well, no, I already rolled with advantage. Might as well. There we go. God damn it! I just want to hit something. And my turn.
All right. Agrimar.
All right. Agrimar is just. He hasn't felt the weight of this mace in such a long time that it's kind of dragging on the ground. And as it's dragging on the ground, you see this like molten pool of bricks as he's walking. And he just walks up to this statue and attempts to destroy the head above the body to disintegrate it.
All right. Roll to
And
hit.
would this be a structure or construct?
This is a construct. Indeed.
Ooh, I get bonus damage. Holy shit, I got dice everywhere. That is a 21 to hit. Sorry, 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Okay. That's 16, 23, 31 points of bludgeoning damage.
31
And-
bludgeoning.
7 fire damage, which ignores resistance. So
7
38
fire.
total.
All right. What's it look like as the Maker's Anvil crashes into this stone? The first time that you've got it ignited after all of these years that you've been on this plane of existence.
I think I've
What's
seen
look
it in
like
anime at some
Agrimar's
point.
got his weapon.
As he pulls back to swing it, you see that the fire coalesces into the head of the anvil, and as he hits the creature, it explodes like a shotgun or like a howitzer, and just explodes the fire, and there's like molten lava as he hits the creature. It just
As Agrimar's hammer collides with this sculpture, the rest of the party sees Agrimar's hands, like up to his elbows, are just glowing this magma white hot. And that intense heat seems to be flowing either from the hammer or from Agrimar, and vice versa. Just seem to be building off of each other's energy. And as it collides with this statue, it does some serious damage, knocking one of the arms just clean off of it, badly damaging one of the wings that is buckled, that has folded around the humanoid that is inside of it. And you hear a panic muffling from the inside as you make impact.
he says to the statue, "I know that you have your orders. If you let him go, I will make your end quick."
Anything else you would like to do?
Yeah. Probably should heal myself a little bit. Do I have any? Let me see if I got some potions. If I got a potion, I'll take a potion. Otherwise, I'm done. So it'll either be a healing word or a potion. So
As Agrimar is taking this moment to contemplate how he should heal himself,
Yep.
He's looking down at his pouch and he notices that pile of chains that has just pooled up to either side of this sculpture at its base. And those chains, as this sculpture lifts both of its wings up and shoots them out towards Agrimar, 2 chains shoot out from under these wings targeting Agrimar, but so do 4 chains that were dangling around off the ground as 6 attacks are coming Agrimar's way.
2
First.
chains.
Being a natural 20,
Oof.
Oh
Okay.
followed by a
shit!
dirty 20, a dirty
Ooh.
20,
Those are both
a
misses.
25,
That one
an
might
11,
hit. That misses.
and a 24.
That misses, I think, right?
That would be 1 crit, 1 hit,
All right.
and I get a little bit of healing back before the chains come up.
God, our ACs are ridiculous.
I could bolster it, but I'm like, go fuck yourself. I don't care. I can't negate the crit, so.
You're going to take 38 points of piercing and slashing damage from the critical hit. And on the 25, you're going to take 15 total damage.
All right, thank you.
As the statue on the opposite side of these gardens continues to pull chains down by its feet, as it sends a couple of those pools to start spreading out around its base. Thule.
All right. So at the start of my turn, this guy is no longer incapacitated. And as like he starts to move and stuff, Thule and Infernal will say to him, "Do you want to do this the easy way or the hard way? Make up your mind." And she'll ready an attack for his response.
He holds this gaping wound that just had several jolts of lightning shot through it. And you watch as this fierce fire that is burning in his eyes just fades away, leaving behind these bright glowing embers for eyes. And the grip a hold of his bident just releases as it clatters to the ground, and he just uses both of his hands to grapple hold of this large wound across his chest. Then the castle is yours.
Oh,
Then
nice. He
leave.
handed it over.
Was he saying that in Infernal?
In Infernal, yeah.
Okay.
I think he can only speak Infernal.
He does
Maybe.
not speak common.
I was just going to point out that it wasn't his castle to give away. So, you know.
Thule will lower her rapier and say, "Then you were free to flee if you wish to." And then she'll turn to Rafal and says he surrenders. The castle's yours. In common.
In Infernal. Next up is Rafal.
She's been turned, kill her.
Man, I don't want to trust a devil.
When I may have missed stuff since I was away, but since when do we spare devils?
We
Especially
don't.
ones that
We
were, like,
really
trying to kill
don't.
people.
We don't.
Smite the shit out of him.
All right.
No prisoners today.
I didn't say prisoners.
No
Especially that
quarter.
chaotic evils one.
Rafal will say, "Don't worry, I'm going to give you express ride home."
Oh.
That's
That's what I'm talking
That's a
about.
lawful thing to
Yes.
do, right?
Yeah.
Vanquishing demons.
Saving him on the air.
Do I have advantage because he's still prone?
Still prone.
22.
22 hits.
That's 20 damage.
That destroys
No,
the
let me
devil on the
finish.
ground
Let me
in
finish. Hold on, I'm gonna get them all in there. Okay, that's all of them. Rafal's just gonna, he's gonna say, "Let me give you an express ride home," and he's just gonna turn Crowdfall around and just jab it into this thing's back as it just like turns to flames and dissipates back to hell.
These flames just turn the creature and its bident back into ash, and the two of them just leave this scorch marks on the floor of the gardens.
And then seeing Agrimar get attacked, Rafal's gonna book ass to go help him. So I'm gonna be moving 80 feet.
Yeah.
So I could get to there. Well, okay. I guess I could take back one of the attacks and dash over there.
Nope. Nope.
All right, fine.
Already swung.
All right, that's as far as I could go then.
I tried to get you to stop swinging, but you just refused to do
He
it.
had to go. He had to go, Ryan.
Somebody doesn't like devils in their castle.
No, that's the end of my turn.
All right. That is going to be Delamar.
Delamar is still one with lightning. We're gonna. Would it be a bad idea to call lightning down on those statues?
No
Do
idea.
you want to try it?
Not if I kill the person inside.
Well, you know it does an area of effect.
I'm going to hold my lightning in case any more baddies show up, and then use my cast of Call Lightning and just hold my turn.
All right. Callum.
Is there some sort of knowledge check I can make on these statues? See what the heck is going on with them.
Say, like, a religion or a more difficult arcana? These statues look to be of infernal make, like there was probably some redecorating that had occurred here. But more specifically, these things are built to siphon the power of whoever that they are holding on to, almost like a crucifix. Like they're meant to display their victims for anybody within line of sight. But they're also meant to protect that zealot that they are basically torturing.
That's fucked up.
It's infernal.
What do you play, Warhammer or something?
Okay.
For the greater good.
So, in that case, Callum is going to dispel magic on the statue.
Which one?
The one to the right.
All right.
It's 120 feet, so yeah, I'm good there. So I'm trying to disrupt the power it's using to siphon this person's essence.
All right. So go ahead and roll me an intelligence check.
Bring it on.
Because it's a higher than third level.
Oh no.
Oh, it fails.
As you lose this spell about the sculpture, you can just see as more of these chains just continue to spill out of it, like it was a fountain of barbed chains.
Okay. Well, that's Callum's turn.
That Zara's up.
Zara is going to dash and move 50 feet closer to that thing. And I know it's probably not going to do anything, but that's the best I can do since I'm moving so slow. I'm going to hit it. I'm going to fire a bolt at it. 28.
28's going to hit.
Yay.
15 piercing damage.
Yes.
All right.
Does it hit the statue? It has to, right? Because it's
The
protected.
bolt arcs true and just slams right into the front of that sculpture, where it just lets out a very, very satisfying as it makes impact. And this thing just looks down at the bolt and then back up at where you're shooting, and it shoots one of its wings out towards you. And a whole mass of chains that are just riding about on the floor arc out towards you, Zara. And it
Right.
is going to use its reaction Can I have a wisdom saving throw from you, please?
Oh.
I'm always good with
You're a
those.
high level rogue. You got proficiency, right?
Oh, right. I also have slippery mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're good. You got this.
I'm good. Yeah.
24. You
24.
got this.
Yeah, it's no problem.
I don't like how high pitched you went.
Because the 24 is
one.
really good.
It's really
Oh, okay,
good.
good.
You're fine. This
Cool.
wave of change subsides, and you don't see any sort of weird shapes or figures inside of the patterns.
We fought a mind flayer dragon. This ain't shit.
This is some weak sauce. Anything else you would like to do?
Yes. Did she hear screaming from this statue from the person?
You do not.
Oh well, that's
With your passive perception, you can hear some muffled, like somebody struggling inside, but not like anybody's was impacted by the arrow.
Does that muffled voice? This is going to be a lot. Does it sound feminine?
Roll me a perception check.
All right.
It does
25.
indeed.
Okay, well, what if this is his mom, Rafal's mom?
Are you asking the statue?
No, I'm just saying maybe. But I am my turn.
Zara ends her turn in self-contemplation.
Yes.
Agramar.
Agramar is going to use the horn of the anvil like a sword and try to chop off the other arm.
All right.
All right, that is going to be a 26 to hit.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
24 points of bludgeoning damage and 13 fire damage.
What does it look like as Agramar destroys this sculpture?
I killed a non-living thing. I'm so proud. As he breaks it down, he non-ceremoniously he takes off the rest of the head and the other shoulder, and then he tries to swoop in and grab the person with his offhand and block them from the rubble that's coming down around
Roll
him.
me an athletics check to see if you can shield him. from the
I would
rubble.
love to. Not very good. 17.
17. You're able to grab hold of the large chunk of wing before it drops on this figure that's struggling inside, but in this go through, you're not able to free them from their bindings. That might
Gotcha.
take one more round.
Can I get a look at the person? Or are they still covered
Gonna
in
have to
skin?
clear the rubble. You got another action?
Clear the rubble. Okay. Yeah. Nope.
You
That's
need 6 more seconds at least.
so close. I mean, I could fireball. No. That's
work.
it. I'm good.
Too late.
I'm just gonna use my action to dash. So like here, and then all the way to here just to get closer to this. And
All right.
for my bonus action. Actually, no, that's it.
All right.
Just wanted to get
Rafal.
closer for my next turn.
I can't quite get close enough to hit. I could get to there. Damn. Yeah, it's a 165. That's the closest right there. Oh, man. All right, well, I guess that's what Rafal's going to do. See that Agramar is safe. He is going to reverse course and use his. Oh, wait. Why is that math different? I don't care.
Clears the battlefield. Leaping across the garden in a single bound.
Pretty much. Peerless athlete, you know. He ran track, you know, does the hurdles in full plate armor, and gets all...
Well, as you close in on that sculpture, a lot of the stonework around it just explodes upwards towards you as a number of waiting attacks start to launch up as the chains pooling around its base go to attack at you.
Bring it on.
A 25, a 22, a 17, and a 23 to hit.
All right, so the 25 is the only one that would hit, except that I have glorious defense. And so I'm going to add 4 to my AC, making that attack miss. And since it missed, Rafal's going to like duck under the chain and then just like slice at this thing. And that's
All
just
right.
my reaction.
So you can attack the chains because they were the ones making the attack. Statue was not making the attack.
Fine, I'll slice that chain to pieces.
All right.
But that 22 doesn't have to be the hit, actually. Hold on. 26. There we go.
26 hits the chain.
For 19 damage.
Can you do one more?
Oh, yeah, because it's a fiend, right?
The chains are not.
Oh, well, fine. I'll smite it with a first level spell slot.
You cleave through the chains.
All right, and then I would like to use my action.
All right.
I'm going to attack the statue.
All right.
25 to hit.
You can move
25
160 feet in a round and still attack,
I'm hasted right now.
dude.
So I normally have 40 feet of movement. It's doubled because I'm hasted to 80, and then if I use the hasted action to dash, it's 160 feet, and then I still have my 2 attacks. I would like to smite with a second level spell
Alright.
slot. So because it's a fiend, that's going to be 4d8. So that's 21 more radiant damage. And then I'd like to
One more radiant.
swing again. 17?
17 just makes it.
All right.
Yay.
I would also like to smite again at a second level. So that's, another casual, like, 33 damage.
You rip through the second sculpture as another grotesque falls in the gardens. And you can hear the muffled, just panicked shouts of somebody tied up inside of this thing's wings as the pieces start falling away and just kind of collapsing.
I still have my bonus action. I will make my cape billow. That's the end of my turn.
With that, we're effectively out of combat. All the combatants gone.
That was fun.
I don't know. It depends on who's inside this statue up next to it.
As Agrimar goes to murder the next guy before he gets to see the face of...
I want to see the face.
As he's removing the rubble, a familiar sight is seen of Lord Toph Ornelos. This white-bearded dwarf starts to make his way free from the rubble, grabbing hold of Agrimar's forearm and helping to pull himself free from the debris.
And while Rafal's hasted, he will also rescue the other person from this statue.
Right. Rafal is able to pull free from the rubble, likewise a familiar face, none other than Zandra Zenderhelm,
Oh.
the High Arbiter of Longacre.
Oh, she's very important.
Oh,
Your
We're
Honor.
saving the nobility.
Your Honor, are you okay? Is she okay?
There's like still several chains wrapped around and just constricting her. She's pulling them free from her mouth, and just the rags that she's garbed in are not nearly of the same sort of Queen Amidala, very over the top, picturesque sort of uniforms that you've seen her in previously. Her face is not done up, completely covered with makeup, and she looks like she's taking a few moments to just breathe fresh air for the first time, and it's probably been a little while.
Rafal's gonna
But she looks relieved.
remove the chains and then take his cloak off and put his cloak around her.
She accepts this sort of like blanket being wrapped around her and holds it tightly to herself as she stands proudly beside you. She says, I think I can walk myself, but I cannot thank you enough for my rescue. I'm afraid of what that devil might have done to us if it had been left to its own devices for much longer.
I will reciprocate. Just give me a second.
We're all tired.
And he'll let the haste spell go.
Lord Anellis, are you okay?
I think I'm gonna be all right. Gonna take ages to wash all this out of my beard. I assume that was the last of them then? It's a pity. I would have liked to get a good punch in myself.
Well, you might still have a chance. We've landed at the top, and we were planning to work our way down.
Well, you don't happen to have another one of those, do you? Pointing at your anvil hammer.
Not one of those, but I've got hold on. I've got a weapon he can use. I got something in here. Hold on. I hand him.
What do you mean a weapon I can use? What's that supposed to mean?
No, it's a very good weapon. For your stature, not height, but
What is that
station.
supposed to mean?
After working alongside Zara for who knows how many months or years.
I think I've put my foot in my mouth.
When was the last time we called Kevin short? Oh, it's been a minute.
It's been.
I'll
We might
have
need
you
to
know my
remind her.
stature has gotten me to be the headmaster of the academy. And I'll have you know I will have it seriously reconsidered whether your membership there.
I do apologize. And I hand him a war pick. Will this
I
do?
understand tempers are hot. So it will be forgiven on this instance alone.
Thank you, Lord Toff. I'm so bad at talking to people.
When
This is Thule and Rafal's
yeah,
job.
when Rafal like pulls out of his exhaustion, he'll turn to Xandra and he'll say, "Your Honor, I'm not sure if you know everything that's been going on the last few days. Days? God, when did the Queen die?
A couple of days ago.
Yeah,
a
Jesus.
couple
days.
days.
I have been hearing rumors scattered about, overheard gossip mostly. Look me in the eyes, Lord Rafal. Tell me your truth. And as she meets your gaze, the same sort of spell
Oh, I remember
washes
this
over you.
shit. Rafal
You're welcome to
will
speak your truth.
he'll fail the spell
Zone of
willingly.
truth. Woo.
And Rafal will she's a really important person. Rafal is going to lay out the whole damned conspiracy for her.
Is that going to take more than a minute?
Probably.
Okay, can I cast a spell on myself so I could heal?
So yeah,
'Cause
Rafal
I'm
is
about to die.
start to finish going to explain to her everything about the Queen, her connection to the Lich, whose connection to the attack on Misthaven, and just kind of keep going back and back and back over every bad thing that has happened, all the way back to the Mithril Queen and the Requisitors, and he's gonna tell her about him and working with Endrin and Cassandra Creed and God, there's so many things.
Does this mean that you'll be signaling the Emerald Enclave then?
Yes, the plan was for us to meet up here at the castle. They should be here, honestly, any minute.
You said that they were just at the base awaiting your signal from up above, that you'd infiltrated.
Well, I haven't got a chance to look over the edge yet, so
Lightning strikes?
let's
Would
go
that work?
look.
Can Zara, as they're talking, get to the highest vantage point in the garden or somewhere?
Certainly.
Where would that
What you
be?
looking for?
Just something to climb on and kind of get the lay of the land.
So there's the castle itself that continues to creep around the edges of this sort of courtyard.
So
Uh,
Callum comes over to Zara and sees she's starting to try to climb something and reaches out and touches her shoulder and casts fly.
oh, well,
You have a very powerful wizard.
What
as a
is
boyfriend.
love?
I kind of keep forgetting.
And I start
She's
flying
not-
with her.
Aww.
Oh,
Disney music starts playing.
They kiss.
I can
concentration.
show you the world.
Well, with that, she's going to fly higher and kind of see not only the lay of the land on the castle, but also what's down the castle. Like, what's going on?
Roll me a perception check.
28.
As you start zooming your way upwards, you can see almost like a ripple-like effect as all manner of winged imps and purpled armored individuals leaving, just scattering across the city, fleeing from the insides of the castle, leaving out from opposite windows and doorways and rooftops, just launching themselves outwards. Down below, you can make out several battalions of green armored individuals that seem to be ranking up, mostly about and focusing about each of these stairwells at the base of the massive pyramid on the bottom of the Castle Misthaven. But it looks as though the Emerald Enclave, true to their word, has showed up ready for whatever signal the party's about to give to seize this castle from the devils inside of it.
Are there any
Oh,
mist
That
maidens
reminds
around?
me.
You don't see any anywhere.
Zara will yell down to Rafal what she's seeing right now. What
Oh.
she's seeing.
Well, looks like Endrin held up his part of the deal.
Well, what's the signal? Did we even discuss a signal?
Do I have a signal? Callum, can you do some kind of big, like, phoenix up in the air? I don't know.
Would you like me to send him a message?
Or Delamar? Does either of you have, like, some kind of spell that could do that?
Callum will think for a second, and then he's going to polymorph himself into the largest flying creature he can possibly convert himself into.
Where is Zara right now?
Right next to him.
Oh God.
He knows that it's a concentration spell. He's
Okay.
going to get them both down before.
Bye, Zara.
Bye.
It's been fun. It's really been fun.
Later.
Let's see.
Oh, you do a giant eagle and like just grab her and fly her down? That'd be cool.
I was thinking something more dramatic.
Like a coatl.
Oh,
No.
those are really bad though.
No, those,
In
yeah,
this city.
those, we got a history with those things in this city.
Well, I already used my illusory dragon, and
You could
I
just
didn't
cast
prepare
like a
major
fire.
image.
Can you cast a fireball in the shape of a phoenix or something?
I don't know, DM. Can I shape the look of a fireball spell?
You tell me, how high is your intelligence?
Currently, it's 20.
He spent how many years of his life studying the fireball spell?
Fair.
A lot.
All right.
I think it's doable.
I will Phoenix Fireball.
Yes.
As this flash, like a firework, signals above the gardens, this radiance almost illuminates the whole kingdom from this vantage point. Zara, for a split second, it's like you can just sense the feeling of just power over this city as this fire illuminates over every rooftop visible. For the briefest of moments, it looks as though the whole city is ablaze.
Oh, nice.
There you go. You burned down Misthaven.
Yes.
Willing to do it for you.
Yes.
With the power of love and friendship.
We did it with the...
Yay. We did it, Patrick. We saved.
With that 28 from somewhere far down below, you hear somebody calling, "All right, charge!" And then you see this wave of green just slowly start spilling up the stairs, like watching ants in a flurry, just slowly making their way up. And they've started the ascent to the pyramid.
My lord, Ornalis, I think we should head below and clear the castle.
I think you might be right. So, what sort of magics was it you were using to best this poor excuse of a construct?
You about to tell this man you're a god?
No, I'm going to be humble. I did a lot of push-ups. Lots and lots of push-ups.
Ah, that must explain it. Dwarves have never been one for push-ups.
It's all in the legs, right?
Ha!
Agrabah pats him on the back, and I guess we start heading south towards the red door, which I think is a stairway to the next level.
As you guys start making your way down, the party can continue into the castle, clearing it out floor by floor.
Rafal's gonna go to the throne room.
There's a couple of more imps loosely scattered about inside the castle walls that are of little importance to need to roll initiative over that the party's able to deal with on their way, but it seems as though there are no remaining requisitors posted up anywhere. And within a few minutes, the Emerald Enclave from down below is bursting into the front doors of the palace, and you can start hearing the heavy boot falls just filling this place as Rafal makes his way into the back entrance of the throne room on the throne side for a change. And as all these troops start to spill in from the opposite gateway, you find yourself up on that dais where there's the single crimson throne seated beneath these large stained glass windows. And you can see depicted across these stained glass windows are some of the different members of the party depicted in various stages of the city's defense, as this large flaming phoenix can be seen shining this bright light over a pretty decent mock-up in stained glass of what looks to be the city of Misthaven below, as these sort of celestial, almost like, I'm blanking on the word for it, the constellation-like figures of the party heroes reign supreme over the city, defending it from all number of horrible shadows and tendrils and all sorts of depictions of skulls and death on the other side.
Oh, that's so
Party-
fucking cool.
Makes their way into the throne room. There's an empty throne.
God, for once I'm totally speechless.
Agamar steps up next to Rafal. I don't know how attached to that particular throne you are, but I don't think that is fitting for your station.
If
Perhaps something new.
I would love to have you redecorate Agramar.
With your leave, my king. Agramar walks over to the throne and just beats the shit out of it with his hammer.
Agramar just starts destroying the throne in the room. You see several of the soldiers that are positioned towards the front take a half step forward or two before some of their comrades just kind of grab them by the shoulders, like just point towards you. And you can hear like various whisperings like, God, you wouldn't stand a chance against him. Like, it's just a chair.
And then once the rubble is there, he takes his hammer, he turns it upside down so that the horn is placed on the stonework, and he takes the existing, he casts creation, and he makes a mithril block next to him, and then he hits that mithril block with his anvil and casts Fabricate and makes an elegant chair with a phoenix motif on it in the place of the
Agamar
old throne.
begins fashioning this ritual of a new throne in the throne room. Several of the commanding officers make their way into the throne room behind the vanguard of soldiers, and among them can be seen not Severus Devere, that is the other guy.
Oh, hey, guy.
Marcus Thessalonian Endrin.
Commander Endrin, as he makes his way into the throne room, and just this stern gaze, almost for a flicker of a second, you can see that just a flash of a smile flicker across his face as he makes his way into the throne room and sees the side of the party opposite him. But then it's right back to that stern, cold gaze that he's best known for. And as he's making his way into the throne room, he's going to start beelining his way up towards the front dais where Rafal and whoever else is around Rafal at this moment is gathered to hear.
I'd like to think everyone's there.
They're off in the kitchens getting cake and stuff.
Oh, that would be Zara.
Hey,
Why the hell
they're
not?
really good.
No one's guarding the treasury, the queen's chambers. There is no queen's chambers. She would like to plunder that. Thank you. Kidding.
I'm not sure what exactly you did, but it seemed rather effective at rooting them out from this place entirely. Before we gave the charge, we saw many of them fleeing overheads, sending them like dogs with their tails tucked between their legs, scattering all about the city, where all number of smaller factions have been posted up and at the ready. With their numbers scattered and not unified, we stand a chance at eradicating them once and for all.
Let's just say we were able to remove the head of the snake, and the body is not going to stand a chance.
And I'm glad to hear it. I trust that taking the castle wasn't too much of an effort for you all.
I hope your men are doing well. I think things might, I think it's time to claim victory.
And there's a soft clapping that starts building from the back of the room as a lone figure starts stepping into the throne room. Perhaps it is early to start in the celebrations just yet, my Lord Rafal. As Severus Devere makes his way in, still garbed in that purple armor once again, as he starts just strutting his way forward. Unfortunately, it seems for the realm there have been some discrepancies that have arisen as of late with regards to the contract over the city and those in its proprietorship. As his eyes just sort of lock with Rafal across the way, and he continues making his way forward. And there's an uncomfortable shifting amongst all the Enclave soldiers about this room. Like, hands start going back towards their hilts. Others kind of take a couple of steps back, making a pathway for Severus, and others are just giving confused looks to their commanding officers, who are all looking at Commander Endrin for some sort of an order, and he looks over towards Rafal.
Rafal, like, kind of tells him, like, gives him the, like, stand down, you know, hand gesture.
It has come to our attention that there's been a bit of reverie about this city as of late, and a number of stories being spun about the Undercities, with all manner of tales being spoken about pure bloodlines and whatnot flowing through the sewers. I think perhaps it would be best for everyone if this matter was set clear right from the get-go, with an absolute certainty over the next reigning monarch, so that there's not another stuttering age of hesitated movement forward before another rebellion causes another crippling government. Perhaps we should speak clearly about all of our affairs, my liege.
If you are able to produce my uncle here, I would not be opposed to it.
Unfortunately, from what I understand, your uncle is no longer among the living, but there were some other issues that I took with upon this contract. As he sort of flicks his arm out, and as he does so, there's this hurling of flame that flashes out, and in that light, like a tongue shooting out of a mouth, a contract spits out from his hand in this infernal fire that he just grips hold of as it starts spilling open and smacks into the floor with all manner of bloody infernal script written across the front of it, of what appears to be some flayed human flesh.
Ugh.
Unfortunately, it would seem that in the time of this city's greatest need, the sworn protectors of this city failed to act in its time of need. And it is for this reason I would ask that the Requisitors be dismissed from their purposes about this city. For what was once perhaps gleamed as a bit of an experiment by previous monarchs is deemed only an utter failure. Sometimes second chances are not meant for those who are not worthy or deserving of such. And sometimes it need to be seen clearly than the faces of liars smiling at us at court on occasion, all the while wielding daggers behind our backs, waiting for our first, if only, stumble.
Let it be so. The Requisitors are dismissed. They shall find no place here in Misthaven.
As he begins saying these words aloud, the contract that Severus is holding onto just starts to split across the middle by itself. And as this happens, there's this shockwave of energy that just flashes across the room, sending everybody in a bit of a half a step back as this contract rips open and is destroyed. And with that shockwave, Severus Devere is just vaporized into ash in the throne room.
Oh.
That's kind of sad, I suppose.
No, he's released from his contract. It's
Oh,
a good
nice.
thing.
I
We set
mean,
him free.
Just him
You could
piling
presume-
into ash, and
Any other devils in the city would suffer the same fate if the highest general.
He assumed control after all.
Is Jaeger in the room? Where's Jaeger?
Who are you asking?
Can I?
And there's
see
one
him?
house you can definitely burn down.
Yes.
I
Yes!
did already give her permission.
We need to make way for a new playground for the children.
I mean,
Green space
my-
in the city.
We need a green space.
I mean, it's going to be a park. It's going to benefit everyone. That is.
We need one on
public
each side of
space.
town.
Yeah. Well, no, this is going to be for the poor people who can't go over to
Exactly.
that place. Yeah. But is Jaeger there? As she's looking around, she'll kind of mutter under her breath, "Where's Jaeger? Where's Jaeger? Where's Jaeger? Where's Jaeger?" She wants
Looking
to punch him.
around, it doesn't appear like Jaeger arrived with the party or the army.
Commander. I believe it is time to claim victory. She's not obsessed.
Very well then. But who's to sit the throne? With it smashed to bits like this, what's it going to mean for the people of this city?
I think
Flash of light concludes about the ritual as Agrimar finishes his stellar iron throne.
Mhm.
Is that what I'm hearing?
so it's the same as my armor and my shield. That's
Shining
awesome.
white
So it all
metal.
matches.
But I don't make it too big because Rafal is a humble man. So it's just a nice looking chair. It's not like grandiose because I figured he wants to be on par with the people
But
he
it
has
needs
to
to
meet.
be real.
It is real.
I mean,
Agrabah.
it could be
Regal.
big-ish.
Oh, regal. Yes, it is real and
Gotta
regal.
be Sam Regal. Is there a butt on the chair?
Don't look on the underside of the chair.
The Phoenix Throne.
Yep. The throne of the Phoenix.
I don't know. What does Endrin say when he sees that?
I think that is certainly an icon that can be some sort of a beacon for the people to look forward to. Most certainly. If the Phoenix might grace us with more of its light that it has continued to shower over us for the past few years, we might be able to see our way through this storm.
Rafal's gonna smile. Is that an endorsement?
Not officially, of course.
Of course. Seems arrogant to just take it.
Hagamar nudges Rafal.
Are there any here who would oppose?
Is
I'm sorry, what?
Xandra Zenderhelm in the room?
She's kind of standing in the back, still wrapped up with that cloak, paying attention to the conversations that are happening.
Wait, what happened to that wizard? That ice wizard?
Standing over by Xandra Zenderhelm.
Who was that person again?
He's basically the
So,
president of the academy.
Yeah, I don't remember her name, but she was the one that was casting
The dwarf?
ice spells in the thing.
No,
Oh,
not-
she's talking about
not the dwarf.
Artoria.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Terraria.
yeah.
Is she
I said
here?
Ashley.
Oh, you don't see her anywhere, no.
No, she's kind of mad at me.
She kind of
I'm pretty
dipped.
sure she was escorted away.
Mm-hmm.
No, she left. She just left.
Oh,
on
she
her
left
own
of her own
accord.
will?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
dipped out.
She wanted her ring back. You guys said no. She said, okay, then I'm...
Oh,
I
she
think
was
she
being
took
tempted
Sabrina
by the
Marin
ring,
with
and
her.
now she has to
I
deal with her
hope she's
conscience.
not evil. That'd be bad. That'd
We
make me
removed
sad.
temptation.
She was cool. Anyways, yeah, if no one objects, then Rafal is gonna go up and sit on the Phoenix throne.
Apologies, my liege. But I do believe that there is some tradition
Oh,
to unfold the first.
by all means.
If you would be so kind as to remove your helmet.
Oh, yep. Rafal takes off the old crown of Misthaven.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to make our way down to the Temple of the Three for one of the High Archpriests to commence this coronation.
I do believe you have an archpriest in your presence right here now,
Hey,
at the Temple of the Maker.
Does this new era recognize the Maker?
Look to Rafal. Does it?
I like to think that this new era looks to recognize many faiths and denominations, including the Maker, or Sovereign, or any other deity. It's up to the people for who they wish to worship. Oh god, now I have to actually govern.
Well then, Archpriest Agramar. Commander Endrin is going to hand this helmet over towards this half giant that is standing beside him. I believe the honors are yours then.
Thank you,
Uh,
Commander.
No,
You can't steal it, Zara.
No, Rafal Agramar. Before we begin, first of all, congratulations. Aren't you missing someone who should be here? Someone important to you? Related?
I understand who you're speaking of, Zara, but We have no idea where they are.
All right.
You want to
Just
go?
answer
You could go start looking if you want to go start looking right now.
Oh, fuck yeah. Do I have permission to...
Go ahead.
Great. She'll fly off. Burn that mother down.
It's already gone.
If you want to go start looking for him, go start looking for him. I'm not going to stop you.
Cool. Official act as a knight. Nice.
That's true.
Anyway, sorry for interrupting. Continue.
Oh no, now we have to wait.
Oh, it's fine. Go ahead.
All right, well, I had prepared something for the whole city of Misthaven, so you'll have to bear with me.
You have a prepared statement?
Yes, I have a I knew this was going to happen, Rafal,
Oh,
please.
God. I'm done.
Agramar takes out a crumpled line piece of paper.
Exactly, yeah.
Nick,
Stretch it out a little bit.
Nick the player doesn't take praise well, so this is going to be hard.
Well, I'd ask you to sit down, but there's only one chair and you can't sit in it until after I'm done, Rafal. I'm sorry.
He starts with a joke. He's got it.
Today is a momentous day in our history as we gather together to witness the coronation of our new king. It is with great pride and pleasure that I announce to you all that Rafal Edia, the Lion, Dragonsbane, Vanquisher of Darkness, leader of the Order of the Phoenix, and protector of the people, has been chosen to take the throne and lead our kingdom to greater heights. As we stand here today, let us take a moment to reflect on the struggles and hardships that we have endured in the past. Our kingdom has weathered many storms, faced countless battles, and overcome numerous challenges. But through it all, we have remained steadfast and unwavering in our resolve to protect our land and our people. Now we look to the future with hope and optimism. Rafal, a true son of Misthaven, has proven himself to be a worthy leader. His bravery, his wisdom, and his compassion has earned him the respect and admiration of all who know him. He has pledged to uphold the values and traditions that has made our kingdom great, and to work tirelessly to ensure the prosperity and well-being of all of our citizens. Like a phoenix rising from the fiery ashes, we celebrate the dawn of a new era in Misthaven. We entrust our fate to our new king, and we pledge our unwavering support and loyalty to him. We stand ready to face any challenge that may come our way, knowing that we are led by a true champion of our people. Let us raise our voices in unison and declare to the world that Misthaven is strong, that Misthaven is proud, and that Misthaven will endure. Long live King Rafal, and long live Misthaven.
Rafal's gonna, after Agramar puts the crown
And I
on
place
his
the
head,
crown on his head.
Rafal's gonna stand up and draw out crown fall and just like hold it aloft and say, "For Misthaven!"
For Misthaven!
And all the soldiers that are there draw their swords, hold it aloft, and repeat the war cry for Misthaven! For King Edia! May he reign for 1,000 years!
I always liked him.
I knew him back whenever he was just fighting crimes in alleyways.
And Rafal's gonna turn around and go sit down on the throne.
Rafal goes to sit down on the throne.
As soon as Rafal sits down, there is
You need to make a Constitution saving throw. I knew it! I knew it! Every time!
No, we need you to make a
Every
vibe
throw.
check.
there is a shimmering fire that erupts around the throne. Like it surrounds the back and the sides, but it leaves Rafal visible to everyone in the room. And you see coiling up around the chair, around the throne, is a phoenix. And it climbs until it is mounted atop the throne. it like brings its wings down and rests them on Rafal's shoulders. And it cries out in a joyous sound. And then bursts into flame and disappears.
Everybody in the room just loses their shit. They all just start going wild and cheering and applause as the hundreds of soldiers gathered in here just got a close hand magic show, just witnessed the crowning of a new king, the ushering in of a new era, and the expungence of the darkness that's been haunting their city since before they were born. They're having a pretty great day.
Andron, I think we should spread the word to the people. They need some joy.
I think this news will certainly bring joy to them. From what I can understand, your party has already made their way around the rumor mill a couple of times in the past few years.
That we have. I'm sure we'll get to the top and bottom of this city in no time.
I think you already have been.
While the party's going on, Rafal's gonna stand back up and just kind of gather everybody together, sans Zara, and just say, my friends, you've stood by my side through all of the darkness, and I cannot thank you enough. I would not be here if it wasn't for all of you. You are all heroes of Misthaven, and you have a king's thanks. And Rafal's gonna bow to his friends. And he's gonna kneel down before his friends, and he's gonna have everyone be able to see that.
Did you just Aragorn us?
Yeah, I
No,
fucking
power,
did.
Power move.
Goddamn
Julie kneels
right.
back right to him. She holds his gaze.
Oh.
I feel like this is a one-up competition. I lay flat on the floor. I'm lower than that.
No, I'm not working.
Agrimar, what's people have given their gestures to each other. Agrimar lifts Rafal up and lifts Thule up, and just with his giant ass arms pulls everyone into a hug. You're going to have a hard time, Rafal.
I know, there's still so much work to be done.
You can do it.
I know.
You kept all these assholes alive.
I thought we kept you guys alive. Okay.
Holy shit!
Where'd you come from?
No, JK.
No, I think that's perfect.
I thought my mic was muted.
No, I like it so much that you like actually never left, and you said you were leaving.
Getting ready to leave, and then you're like, I
I've
can't
got
go
a crazy
yet.
high stealth. I don't have to go.
She pops out from behind the chair. Oh god.
No, but she's burning down Jaeger's house. It's not. Fuck that. She's been waiting for so long to do it, just to burn something down. Sorry.
Delamar, I'm glad you could be here for this.
I'm glad you made it, my king.
Who would have thought when you were pulling us out of the lake that this is where
I did
we'd
not
end
think
up?
I'd be pulling royalty.
Well,
And a god.
Yeah, maybe.
So, since you're the king now, maybe we could talk about some sort of exclusive business arrangement?
Yes. Can I slide into your DMs, oh majesty?
Callum, you could definitely have the first pick of contracts.
That's exactly what I like to hear. I knew going around with you was a great idea.
Very, yeah. Meeting the woman you love had nothing to do with it, but very financially sound.
Speaking of, where did Zara get off to?
Oh, she couldn't get, she couldn't wait 2 seconds before getting a start on finding, you know who.
I have honestly
Oh,
given up looking for her.
right.
She is too slippery.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead in that general direction, just in case there's any
Fires? Yeah, good idea.
controls that need to be put in place.
Keep her safe.
Do my best.
So, Rachel, I've got a question for you.
Abso-fucking-lutely. What's up?
How noticeable is the plume of smoke as it begins to arise from Jaeger's estate?
Very noticeable.
Like you're
Very
probably
noticeable.
leaving the castle 10, 20
Oh my
minutes after
God.
you and having to walk
Are you
through
gonna?
the city.
Does she at least check to see if they're there?
Yeah, she's going through like room to room, doing a quick scan, throwing like an oil thing, Molotov cocktail into the room, kind of whistling as she's
Got a
throwing
gas
it.
can.
Call me a perception check.
Whistle while she works. Do, do, do.
Look
Yeah,
for like a secret basement or something.
Yeah. Can I roll for?
He's got to have like a whole horde of like
Come
artifacts.
on, mother! I have.
You just got to roll better.
You see all manner of those smoldering animated suits of armor that are walking the property, and you can see that their number has tripled, if not quadrupled, since the last time you set this house ablaze. You can see that there don't appear to be any humanoid staffers on site whatsoever, probably due to mistrust issues after the last couple of repeated break-ins across the property.
Yes.
You see a few animated constructs, and there is one other individual.
Is it Daldrick?
It's just Star Knight.
Oh, the Star Knight. Star Knight,
Uh,
star bright.
First star I see tonight.
You do see this guy wandering about inside of the property. This blonde-haired with these round glasses, who's in the midst of, it looks like he's doing some sort of accounting back in one of the rear offices. You catch a glimpse of him through one of the windows.
Can she sneak in?
Sure thing.
And when she sneaks in, she'll try to at least get behind him and hold a dagger to his throat to make sure he doesn't panic and scream.
Whoa. I don't want any trouble. Oil's gotten his dues. All right. We said that there was more coming, but these things have sort of tapered off as of late. So any sort of rash action is only going to be on Boyle's lap in the morning.
I'm not with Boyle. Where's Jaeger?
Oh, that's what I've been wanting to know. Who the hell are you then? If you're not with Boyle, who the hell sent you?
I'm here to investigate.
Oh, I've got money, if that's what you're here for. I've got
I'm not here
loads of money.
Empty your pockets.
He
I'm not
starts
here for
throwing
money.
out
Wait a second. Empty
a
your
few
pockets.
loose coins. No more than 30 gold on his person.
How expensive do his glasses look?
Probably pretty pricey.
Take off your glasses.
I don't think they would do you any good.
No, they'll do me very good. Take off your glasses.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
None of your goddamn business. Where's Jaeger?
That's a peculiar name for a half-folk.
Where's Jaeger?
Last I understood, he was making his way roundabout to the castle and then making their way to the Arboretum when the moon collapsed down upon it, in case you hadn't heard.
How long ago was that? 3 days ago?
Last I checked.
Yeah, it was 2 days ago.
Time moves
Why don't you
slowly
take it
and
up with the
slowly.
moon if you have some sort of issues?
Get the hell out of here. Leave your glasses behind.
But I need my glasses.
Okay, well you can sit in here with your glasses on as I'm going to burn this mother to the ground.
I don't think you understand who this mansion belongs to.
With that, Zara is going to are there any drapes nearby?
There are several drapes along the windows that you just skirted by on your way in. There's a
Are there
couple of
any
candles
candles?
up on the shelves and some on the desk by him, a few oil lamps on the wall.
Zara is going to light one of the candles and walk over to the drapes and start lighting it on fire.
I don't
Oh,
think
I
you
know.
understand. This is some austerity measures.
Oh, I know. And I want him to know. So leave your glasses and get the hell out.
He stands up with his glasses still on as you start lighting the drapes on fire. He says, "Are you insane? You're going to kill both of us."
I've done this before. Now leave the glasses behind and leave.
Wait, it was you. You're the arsonist. Guards! Guards! And he just starts shouting out for guards, and he throws open the door to his office, and he's going to start sprinting out into the main manor. The
She'll light some
burglar!
more. She'll light some more drapes on fire and throw some of the oil lamps down.
This place starts going up quickly. Starting inside of the accountant's office is a good choice, as there's a whole lot of loose leaf paperwork in here that goes up quick.
Can she take a couple of the ledgers, like the most recent?
You scoop up the documents that he was working on whenever you walked up behind him.
Yes.
Pocket those.
And she'll whisper Invisibus, and she'll go over to the next room, hallway, and start burning this mother to the ground.
Roll me
picking
a
up anything
stealth
that looks-
check with advantage as you go invisible, as guards start to storm into the blazing room.
34.
No problem. You are able to weave through them with little difficulty, as they are clearly more invested in just attacking around the now apparently empty room, and half of them are now dedicating themselves to attempting to douse the fire, as more of these animated suits of armor start funneling into the manor from outside on the property, and just from every corner of the mansion they just start spilling into this back hallway. They are all filling into the house.
And whistle while you work. As she's in the next room, tearing down everything. And
You start going through this trophy room. You can see some of the larger animals that he has taxidermied up on the walls from various hunting escapades, different breeds that you've never seen or heard of, bits of ivory horn up on this wall, a weird looking longbow on that, some sort of a dart blowgun that's up over there above the piano. And then there's that large jar at the bar. Can I have you roll me a wisdom saving throw as you catch a sight of that
Son
brain
of a
floating in that
fucking
fluid?
bitch. Whistle while you work. 25.
You shake off this feeling of something trying to just grab a hold of your focus as you start feeling the flames that you are of the room that you are currently burning start burning your arm because you just lost focus for a second there. You take 1 point of fire damage, but you are able to maintain your concentration on your current task.
Nice. And she'll continue to do this for every room and hopefully pick up some tiny little trinkets that are worth monies.
And in little time at all, the Jaeger estate is up in flames.
Whistle while you work.
At least she takes joy in her work, you know?
She does, yeah.
Gotta appreciate what you do.
You gotta.
You'll never work a day in your life if you do what you love. Whistle while you work.
It feels like that's like just like my character's done. Like that's my character's whole arc.
Hey, Rafael, you want to go see the Queen's treasure chamber?
That's gross.
That's gross, man.
gross.
She's dead.
She's fucking
Wait,
dead.
where's Nari? Oh, she's gone. Oh god.
Zara, after burning down Jaeger's estate, where would you like to head?
At least start looking for Jaeger. Maybe retracing some paths that he did, looking for Jaeger. I think that's like the first thing she should do, because he could challenge Rafal's rule.
So as you start invisibly floating back over the property line, you can see a little ways up the street, Callum is starting to approach this section of the Nobles District.
Ah, nice. She'll wave.
He doesn't see you because you're invisible.
Oh, yeah, right. She'll go up and meet him.
I like how you
Light a
exit
candle,
all
catch him
the
on
Golden
fire.
Lotus.
I like the work.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. It is burning. I haven't burned
I don't think
anything in a
anyone's going to
while.
be putting that one out.
No, he is not. As a matter of fact, there is going to be nothing but ashes. See, funny story, a lot of people think that you have to start at the bottom floor, but turns out it's actually the top floor you got to burn down if you want to make sure that there's nothing left, because it'll collapse.
You did at least give it a halfway decent once over for, items, though, right?
Yeah, of course I did. Of course I did.
Excellent.
Yes, I did.
So, where to next?
Trying to find Jaeger.
Any particular place you want to go look?
Retracing his steps. Let's look at the docks. Get everyone over here, unless Rafal is done with his coronation, and that was his coronation, right? Did I miss that?
Yeah. Agamar took care of it. He stood in as the high priest. And everyone got a good show.
Well,
No.
So, just out of
Yeah,
curiosity,
yes.
how committed are you to looking for Jaeger right now?
He's a bit of an annoyance, but I can put it on the back burner for now. Yes. Sorry.
Because, it's been a long couple of days.
It has.
And I happen to know there's a really good bed and breakfast over here. I wouldn't mind disappearing for a little while. How about you?
I wouldn't be opposed.
I mean, they think we're looking for Jaeger, and we'll look for clues if anyone happens to have seen him at the hotel.
Of course, yeah. Who knows? He could just be sitting there eating a biscuit.
Exactly, and we'll never know if we don't go look.
Along with Mrs. Edia. Yeah, and, if he doesn't turn up, we'll look again in a week. He should be returning to his estate, which is not going to exist anymore.
And
Exactly.
with that,
No, right.
Callum links his arm with Zara's, and they start walking down the road.
Aw.
After the coronation ceremony, what are Agramar and Thule getting up to? What's Delamar doing?
Delamar would be curious about the element he felt on top of that castle. He'd want to go and investigating that.
All right. Delamar makes his way back to the gardens, or just sort of wandering about the castle?
Just wandering about the castle.
All right. So what's he doing to try and tune into this spirit?
It might look odd, but he's walking around with his eyes closed, just trying to reach out and kind of like with his druid senses touch anything, maybe bounce off something. Normally, as he does in a forest, it's easy because you're surrounded by trees, but to be in a man-made castle, it's a little harder with the walls and everything. So he's just kind of walking around trying to feel any energies of elements that shouldn't belong in a castle.
Go ahead and roll me a nature check. As you kind of make your way away from the celebrations and the noise and start wandering up a few flights of stairs, down a couple more, wandering through this corridor and down that hallway, you find yourself having just kind of drifted throughout the castle to a spot where you can hear yourself think. And you begin focusing back on some of the lessons that you've learned across the years. And as you start recalling some of the journeys that you've made, about that energy that you felt rippling across the way when the storm struck the pyramid, this breeze catches you in one of the lower levels of the castle. Because you're indoors. Something about that breeze pulls your attention, and you start to slowly follow it through another couple of hallways, and you arrive at what looks to be just an ordinary bare section of stone hallway in one of the lower levels of the castle. But you swear you feel that breeze just softly blowing through one of the seams in the bricks.
Trying to see if I have. What's Druid? Oh, Druidcraft is just prestidigitation.
But
I wanna-
plants.
Yeah, I want to cast Entangle on that crack and just try to have plants grow as just thorns and vines break it apart.
As this plant growth appears, it slowly crumbles through the stonework that is here, revealing a secret hallway with a vast door on the other side of some sort of a treasury vault or secret chambers that has been hidden away. It looks relatively complex, and there's some sort of arcane markings across this door, probably protecting it. But as soon as that wall is pulled away, this electrostatic shock just starts to shoot up your body as every hair on you stands up on end. And you can feel that typhonous spirit, that thrashing avatar, lies just on the other side of that door.
Dear God. That's. I'm gonna run back to the party. I'm gonna run to find the king to let him know he's got a avatar in his castle, and I don't know why, and I don't know how long it's gonna stay there.
All right.
I'm gonna
Meanwhile, Agrimar and Thule. Or I guess Thule, if Agrimar's BRB.
Thule wants to check on the Phoenix Feather Inn, specifically because that is the direction that, her and Rafal sent those two girls from the Longacre building. And she wants to
Yeah.
make sure that they made it there safe.
All right.
If they stuck around, that is. And, check on the wharf rats and stuff, like Shelby. She likes Shelby. Kid's got
cool.
spunk.
It is her inn, after all. Thule makes her way back to the Phoenix Feather Inn, and there's a lighter air about this atmosphere than there has been the past few weeks that you remember. There's the slightest bit of celebration happening when the doors fly open that immediately shushes to a quiet whisper that slowly starts to build up in volume again. You can make out a relatively packed tavern floor. There are a couple of entertainers playing music up on one of the stages by a lit hearth fire. Drinks are flowing fast by Bickerstaff, and you can see Cookie with a small little twig of a man doing a very poor job of waitering large platters of food out from the kitchen and back into the kitchen to all these numbers of different tables. Set up at one of the larger booths, you can make out a couple of girls from the Longacre building. Dodra and her sister look to have a couple of large pints of water in front of them. and a large bowl of chips that they look to have been nibbling upon, and their eyes just sort of glow, and Dodger shoots you a smile across the way, but doesn't necessarily engage. She just kind of acknowledges you. But you walk into a very bustling Phoenix Feather Inn.
Very different to what it usually is, which is empty.
About some of the tables, you can hear all sort of excited whisperings about how the Requisitors are gone, about how now that the storm's blown over, things are going to change. There's a new dawn on this city, and rumor is that there's going to be a new king or a queen about not too long. After the last one had the heavens rain down upon them, I mean, sure can't get nothing worse, right?
I mean, I guess that it would be perfect for her to spread word in the inn that Rafal is the new.
Would you like to get their attention?
Yeah, you are a bard after all.
She is a bard. Yeah, she'll gather everyone's attention.
Bickerstaff just starts ringing in on a large bell that he's placed at the back of the counter, so he doesn't have to raise his voice so much, and it just starts hammering and dinging and dinging and dinging until everybody just quiets down and says, "Sorry, my lady, you were saying."
Thank you, Bickerstaff.
I'm sorry.
Attention, oh wonderful customers of the Phoenix Feather Inn. I have come to bring a gracious announcement that Rafal Edia is now our new king.
Huzzah! And there's a small cheer. Does that mean free drinks? Huzzah! Another
Fall first
cheer.
of his name.
Drinks for literally everyone in the tavern.
Huzzah! Another wave of cheers and applause goes out.
And she'll stick around to help Bickerstaff wait tables if there's like a shit ton of people.
There is definitely a shit ton of people.
Yeah, she'll stick around to help.
As you are helping to wipe up one of the tables, Shreves comes over and just starts bumping a larger mop bucket, kind of spilling onto one of your boots as he does so, and just starts poorly mopping up a spilled portion of what you hope is some sort of an amber ale, and not somebody just pissing on the tavern floor. But as he starts sort of mopping up your shoes, he says, "Oh, does this mean that you guys are all done with whatever business was going on with those gentlefolk upstairs?"
Gentlefolk?
"Oh yeah, the Mr. and the Mrs. that were waiting on all y'all."
Who?
"Oh, you know, the one who's got the weird face with the white hair, the one who's got the messed up face with the red hair, and then the real nice lady."
Wait, what? Monte? What? Who?
Huh?
She'll head upstairs and kind of just peek through the rooms just to see.
Julie makes her way upstairs, and at the end of the hallway in Rafal's room, the door looks to be shut. You can make out the light of his fireplace illuminating from just under the door, but standing right in front of that door is a lithe figure with a very unique looking mask over his face, with his white hair flowing down. Looks to be a Star Knight of some sort.
This is where the motherfucker planned to blackmail us and threaten me. Okay.
Where is his picture?
I knew he was going to make a threat at some point.
This guy is standing guard outside of Rafal's door.
She'll cautiously approach him, and
His hand
she'll say,
immediately shoots to his hilt and just draws it a couple of inches.
she holds both of her hands up, kind of just smiles. Like, she'll say to him in common, I'm just curious about who is in Rafal's room.
"The Lord and his lady are inside," he responds, speaking in Elvish.
Oh, okay. She'll respond back in Elvish. The Lord and his lady?
Rumor is there was conspiring to make a move upon the throne. They thought it best to hide out here while things blow over.
That doesn't answer my question. Who is this Lord and lady?
Who is this one asking?
My name is Julie. I speak on behalf of Rafal Edia.
This
I
one
can roll a
recognizes
persuasion check
the
if I
Lord
need
Edia.
to.
The Lord Jaeger and the Lady Edia are inside.
Oh,
They have been awaiting the arrival of the lady's son for several days now. They have started to worry that they fell in the moonfall.
the lady's son is unfortunately preoccupied. However, I could relay a message to them on behalf of Rafal if you would allow me to enter.
I will follow you. As he just drops the sword in the scabbard, turns on his heels, and gives a light rap at the door 3 times. Then he turns back around and just this blank expression across the mask as he just motionlessly stares towards you. You can hear a little bit of shuffling on the inside of the room, scraping of wood across the floor, and then a couple of locks unlocking, and then the door swings open, and you can see Mandane Edia standing there, looking as beautiful as ever.
Tuli has never met her, so
Wow,
her or Lord Jaeger. She's never met either of them. But she will address her.
This is Mandane Edia, Rafal's mom, and Lord Jaeger.
I'm not gonna call him Dad.
They are still looking as regal as ever, despite the current circumstances. And it looks almost like they were dressed up and expecting company.
Tuli will give a very slight bow to them, and she'll say, Lady Edia, Lord Jaeger, I come on behalf of Rafal to let you know that he is indeed safe.
They give an equally respective bow back in response. Do you know where he was? We saw there were all sorts of terrible rumors about some sort of an attack that was going to befall the nobility about the Arboretum. And so Montaigne thought it best that we hide out here while things blew over. He said he was going to send word out to you, but when the moon collapsed upon the place, we feared for the worst whenever Rafal did not return. And there was no word from the rest of you.
Yes, thankfully we've taken care of the issue.
The shrub down
Rafal-
below assured us that he would pass word along as swiftly as possible. We were beginning to fear for the worst.
I think you'd be glad to hear that Rafal is indeed safe, and he is currently, as far as I'm aware, at the castle.
The sigh of relief just washes across Mandane. She almost just kind of collapses on herself for a moment before standing back up. Oh, that is such a relief to hear.
And it is also safe for you to, if you so wish to traverse to the castle, it is safe for you to leave. But if you do not feel safe, I would gladly accompany you.
I fear there have also been recent death threats against the Lord and myself as of late as well. Recently, when I was staying at his estate, the entire place was set ablaze, not but 2 or 3 nights ago now.
Ah, yes, I heard of that unfortunate news. I do hope that your estate is well, Lord Jaeger.
I assure you it is being well defended from any such further interlopers.
Of course, I'm sure a lord as noble as you would have wonderful security at your estate.
One does not have to rely upon the incompetence of the common folk whenever you have other such resources available.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I want to see this man's reaction. I want to see it. I want it recorded.
Well, if you wish, I could escort you both to the castle safely.
That would be much appreciated. What is he doing at the castle?
And
I
now's
think
when
you
you drop
would-
the bomb.
He owns that bitch.
It's his
I
new
think it
house.
Well, you see, Rafal had just recently, very recently, been coronated as king.
I never heard of such an announcement. happening?
It happened very recently, and she stresses the very.
And Mandane just kind of like perks her head up a little bit. She's like, oh, yes, I think I would very much like to be escorted then.
We're gonna have to do a more public coronation also.
Yeah.
I think that's when Sarah will start her service.
Montaigne, perhaps we should swing by and collect the Arconas. They would surely be interested, and perhaps we can gather up other members of the small council. Surely they will wish to be informed. If they were not already present.
I think it would truly be best, Lady Edia, for you to make haste to the castle, for Rafal was very worried about you.
Yes, I see.
Yeah.
Well then,
I totally
we shall be
noticed.
off. As she just starts, like, not even grabbing anything inside of the room, just starts making her way out around you and then starts descending the stairs. Come, Montaigne! We mustn't want them lingering on us any longer. As Montaigne takes a couple of steps towards Thule and his eyes just kind of gives you like an ocular pat down as you see his eyes kind of linger on some of the magical artifacts you've got across your person.
She'll
A
just
small
stare
sm-
straight back into his eyes.
Small smirk just kind of breaks his gaze. You do seem a rather capable defender yourself.
I would like to
don't-
think so.
I don't suppose you would be interested in bodyguard work.
Bodyguarding against who? I thought that you did not need the help of mortals. Was that how you phrased it?
The common folk.
The common folk. Yes, that's what
Nothing
you said.
about you seems common.
Quit hitting on my girlfriend.
Unfortunately, I do have other work to take care of at the moment.
If
And it
you're
seems that
interested,
you
the
have
offer-
a rather capable bodyguard at the moment, and her eyes will look over towards the Star Knight.
He's still staring towards you, but with a completely unreadable expression behind that face. One can never be too well defended.
But I will keep your offer in mind, perhaps.
And perhaps you should look into some sort of fireproofing for this place. It doesn't seem particularly safe with all
Is
of
that a
these
threat,
arsonists running
Lord
about
Jaeger?
town. I'm just saying, what with all the muck that some of your crews dragged through here, like the faux Farites, whatever history they brought to our shores.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind. I'm sure that you should keep an eye on yours as well, considering that you were targeted twice. What a shame.
Yes, by perhaps some of the very same weapons that were offered up to Boyle some time ago. I wonder how he could have collected such unique artifacts, or by his lonesome.
She's just gonna kind of tilt her head to the side as it feigning ignorance. I'm not sure I'm aware what you're talking about, Lord Jaeger.
Of course not. Come then, we mustn't keep Rafal waiting.
Of course, after you, my lord.
He just kind of
I want to see.
brushes past you.
Please.
And the Star Knight is quick to follow Montaigne to keep himself between you and Montaigne. And then they make their way out where Mandane has already hailed a member of the wheel, who's escorting her up into the carriage. Come, Thule, you must ride with us. I would hate to see you have to walk all the way back to the castle when we're
Oh, what-
already headed there.
Tuli will get up into the carriage as well. After, of course, Jaeger and his Star Knight.
As this carriage starts to zoom off towards the castle, the camera returns back to Agrimar, who, after the coronation ceremony, what's Agrimar getting up to?
I don't know. Is it safe to leave Rafal? It seems like everyone's bouncing.
You tell me. What are you doing?
This game has conditioned us to never believe we're safe.
If anybody can take care of themselves, it's Rafal.
That's true.
Rafal, I've done my task at the moment. I think you need do you need time to soak all this in?
And a bath.
You do need a bath.
Oh, I do need a bath. You know, I was covered in brains. Oh, God. Yeah, let's, I could retire to the King's Chambers for the first time, I guess. Oh, this is weird. Well, he knows where it is. It's just down the hall from the throne room.
Just mind the secret passageway.
The one that goes upstairs?
Right back.
The one that your uncle knows about.
That's in the tower.
There's got to be another one.
It's amazing how well I know this castle already. Oh, man. It doesn't seem real.
It seems exactly as I pictured it, Rafal. All those years ago.
What? Completely uncomfortable and just... What do... you know...
Yes, this is exactly how I figured you would react when you got to be king.
Oh, God. It's strange, because it does feel like it's over. Misthaven is safe. And I don't know if I've ever felt that way before. So it's very hard to process.
Like when a forest burns, only new growth can happen afterwards. So we went through a terrible time, and now it's time to rebuild. And I think it's a perfect opportunity to make some changes that are much needed. So don't go relaxing, Rafal.
This would be a
Much
perfect
work to be done.
This would be a perfect moment for Delamar to show up.
Say, as you guys are basically saying your goodbyes to one another and turn the other directions, you start to hear this thudding, hammering of footsteps racing up this tower. And Delamar just crashes into you as he rushes up this stairwell.
I don't move. Donk.
Dong, 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 dong.
Oh! Speak of the druid.
We have a problem.
See?
We have a big problem.
What now?
Rafal's gonna hug you, Delamar, and say, "Ah, yes." Well, what?
Yes, yes.
I mean,
I know.
What's the
Wonderful
problem?
occasion. You're the king. Yes. You have the avatar of air and lightning in a sealed room in this castle.
Wait.
On the floor beneath here.
you mean like the avatars that you've been looking for?
Yes, like the avatar that almost killed us.
Yeah, no, I remember. What's it? It's here.
Ooh.
It's here. It's sealed, and I do not know what's sealing it.
Well, fuck.
I mean, I'm in the mood to beat the shit out of some more elementals. I'm feeling pretty spry.
I could use a little bit of a rest before we give it another go.
I mean, if they're contained, Delamar, can we
Let's go investigate.
take a moment? Yeah.
Wait, am I allowed to just go places now? Do I
You're
have to
the
tell?
king.
Do
You
I have
can
to
go
tell
wherever the
somebody?
hell you want.
Okay. Well, don't they need to know where to find me?
No.
This is so weird. All right, let's go.
If you don't want to be found, you don't have to let anybody know.
It's my castle. Let's go.
Exactly. Agamar falls into step behind Rafal.
Following Delamar. Wait.
Up.
Oh no,
Gonna
Callum
take
left.
another room.
As you guys start descending down from the Monarch's Tower, there's a soft pattering of footsteps as one of the Emerald Enclave soldiers makes their way down. Pardon, Your Majesty? You've got some visitors here? The Lady Thule has returned with someone claiming to be your mother?
All right, let's go. Let's go get
Before
Thule.
I say make them wait, and we just go handle our business.
Dude, it'll be good to have Thule with us.
That's a fair point. We could grab Thule and make them wait just out of spite.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Let's go.
Oh my god. Kevin is rubbing off on me. I gotta stop.
Delamar, just
Of course. Oh,
let's go
wait,
deal
Mama
with
Eddie
this
is here.
really quick, and then we can all go down there.
You guys make your way down towards the front entrance, or you can have them meet you at the throne room if you'd like.
Oh God, I'm not going
Where
all
would
the
you
way.
like your guests to be directed?
I'm not going all the way down those steps, so definitely
Make them come to
throne
you.
room.
All right. As
Yeah,
Thule-
Rafal will tell the soldier, have them meet us in the throne room.
So Thule, as your carriage arrives, you are escorted up the massive flight of stairs all the way up that pyramid to the large gates that are drawn open by Emerald Enclave soldiers who begin escorting you through, like with about 8 bodyguards following you guys through to the throne room. And they just all kind of fan out and encircle you at the rear of this room, just in case there's any sort of fight that's about to break out. There's 8 Emerald Enclave soldiers at the back of the room. As you're led into the throne room, where you can see Rafal seated on the throne beneath that spectacle of a stained glass window.
Yeah, where did that come from?
Another time, Rafal, another time.
And after Thule steps through the threshold of the throne room, she is followed by Mandane Edia and Montaigne Jaeger and this masked Star Knight.
Has he seen the smoke?
Doesn't appear so.
Oh, fuck. God damn it. I wanted to see his reaction.
But the approach is from this side, and then he's got the building blocking his line of sight to the Jaeger estate.
Make it all the more sweeter.
Oh, no, I can't wait.
It's going to be unsalvageable.
He's gonna like go out and just like look out over like the city, and then he's gonna be like, "Wait, the fuck!"
Is there a window in the throne room that he could look at?
Rafal will tell them, "Come forward."
Your mother rushes ahead of the rest of the gathered audience, and she makes her way up and goes up a couple of stairs and then kind of catches herself and stops and bows politely and then throws her arms upwards for a hug.
Yeah, Rafal will wrap her up in a hug and say, "Oh, I'm glad you're here. I'm gonna need so much help."
And you see her eyes have started to swell up a little bit from some of the tears that she's already started to shed, and she's just beaming with the brightest smiles you've seen. I was so afraid that for the past few days I thought that the worst could have happened to you. There were all sorts of stories about horrible atrocities that were being committed against the nobles that had attended the grand opening of your arboretum. And when you didn't return to the Phoenix Feather Tavern, I was worried about the worst. And that Shreve that you have did nothing but stoke the flames all the while.
Yeah, he's a troublemaker.
Fucking play it.
He said that you had promised him ownership of that tavern. Should you not
Oh,
return?
God.
Like you were expecting to never make the return?
I mean, I think that's what his hope was, because he really wants to own that tavern.
I just don't understand that thing.
Well, he's a bush.
I'm
Anyways.
just so happy that you're alive.
Lord Jaeger, it's good to see you alive and well.
Glad to see that you survived whatever happened at the Arboretum, my liege. As I understand it, there was some shifting of power. He says, like, he's grasping at straws, like something happened politically in this city that he was not a part of.
Yeah, Rafal's
And he's
gonna
still
like
trying
see
to
this
figure out if you
cowering.
had a shoe in that or not.
Rafal's gonna motion towards the throne and say, "You could say something like that. Come forward."
He takes a few steps forward. If you don't mind the intonality of such a question, might I ask if it was a step forward into the throne or falling back into it?
I don't know what that means.
Was it taken or given?
It was taken on behalf of the people of this city. Where you see the Queen betrayed us all.
Then I see no reason not to support your son in his new role of acting monarch of this city. You will have my furthered support and the support of all of the western docks of the city, and any such further properties that I'm overseeing about this shimmering stream are yours to operate as you need fit for whatever supplies that this city might need for rebuilding. As I understand it, you are in contracts with the exchange company that provides a great deal of the construction labors that were made and put forth towards the Arboretum. I have a number of other such contracts at the ready for a number of other suppliers up and down the shoreline. If you would be so interested, we could get these workings started on the repairs almost immediately.
I have promised Callum that he can oversee many of the projects for Misthaven, so you're more than welcome to connect with Callum and hammer out those details.
I would be happy to oversee any of these issues on the city officially. If your cabinet is in need of any sort of an orator or a master of coin, I offer my associates.
I will keep your application under advisement. Rafal will like kind of walk down towards him and like pull him close, you know, so it's just the two of us, right? And he'll say, "But I already know of your involvement with the dwarves, and if I find out that you have any more treasonous activities, I will not hesitate to burn you to ash."
What I understand of my negotiations, you might have me to thank for this new alliance that seems to be growing with the Durga.
Hence why nothing will happen for now. But I will not be merciful a second time.
Well, I look forward to lending out the furthest extent of my assistance, as far as I am able to.
Oh, there seems to be smoke rising from the north.
I was just going to say, Lord Eager, if I might bring to your attention, I do believe that your estate is currently on fire.
Again, how odd.
Agramar's standing at the door, opposite of Thule, looking outside. How unfortunate that it's happened for a third time.
Agramar,
Yes.
are you attempting to deceive him when you say this?
Yeah.
He's trying to read into if you knew about the previous arsons, because it was not reported, all three of them. So he's looking at you very suspiciously right now.
Yeah, he can look all he wants. Yeah, sure. I'll try to deceive him.
Could I assist him?
What would you like to say?
She'll kind of chime in. Oh yes, didn't I tell you about that before, Agramar, the previous 2 times?
Oh, yes, yes. I do believe it was going around, considering that we've been working with Cassandra Creed and the local authorities and the Emerald Enclave. Yeah, I've heard the Noble District's been ravished by these awesome attacks.
Didn't he
Turns swiftly on his heels, and he says, "If you'll excuse me, my liege, it seems that my attention is needed elsewhere at the moment." And the Star Knight turns and follows. On the way out, the Star Knight stops at the threshold of the throne room, turns back towards the king, and offers one more small bow before exiting from the throne room.
Hey, quick.
that man and I have an understanding.
What's up?
Can that bed and breakfast be like right in front of the Noble District? I want to see
To
his
watch
reaction.
As he's like running
Yes.
past.
Absolutely.
Second floor patio, sipping an espresso, just watching him walk up to his estate.
Exactly. That's exactly what.
Legs
I want.
crossed, you got like a newspaper, and you're just gonna sit there
Like
watching.
in my head, I love the idea that Zara's just gonna slowly ruin this man until he's like destitute and like homeless.
He's gonna
Yes.
keep
Yeah.
rebuilding, and she's just gonna keep burning it down.
But I want to see this man's reaction. I want to drink his goddamn tears.
Walks over to Tuli, gives her a high five. Oh, by the way, Tuli, there's some elementals in the basement we have to take care of.
Oh, right.
Ooh, fun.
Mother, it was lovely to see you. Hopefully your nightmare problem should be dealt with. And, welcome home. And he's gonna give her like a kiss on the forehead and then say, "Let's go!"
She turns immediately towards Agrimar. "Do you have some sort of new remedy that I am unaware of? Since last we spoke of these dreams, I thought you said that you had nothing that you could do about them."
I have been working on certain things that might be able to help. I think particularly having your son at the helm, as it were, would help considerably with what's going on.
And maybe the sorceress Simba was right to put her efforts in backing you guys in what you were doing.
Trust only the words of your son. No one else. And he gives her a kiss
Not
on the
even
cheek.
you.
No, honestly, don't even trust my words. Your son is far smarter and more wise than I could ever be.
Well, then by that logic, shouldn't I trust no one, especially my son? If I'm to trust the opposite of what you say to be true?
Ooh, fair point, fair point. Politics, not my strong suit.
Agrimar, we
I
gotta go!
I think that we're going to have a few tutoring sessions if you're going to be maintaining your presence in court. But there are some such tasks and conversation topics that have to be approached with a bit more civility, you see.
You know, I always loved having these conversations with you.
Well, then
And that wasn't a
call me up
lie.
to my bedchambers. We can begin the study there.
I'm sorry, did she
I'll
just
be up
say
there
that?
shortly. Why don't you go get prepared, and I'll be up in a moment.
What? What? What?
Bring enough parchment paper, ink, and quill. These lessons are not learned easily.
Agmar gets a little flush. Oh, of course.
What's happening right now?
Your mom wants to fuck your friend.
I would just like to note that Tuli had to step behind Agrimar so she could laugh without Lady Edia seeing her.
Agmar's poor pale form is turning bright pink. I have to go make sure your son is safe. Excuse me.
Agrimar, one last bit of advice, perhaps. If you're
Yes,
going
ma'am.
to maintain your audience in court, if you're going to maintain the proper bow so often as you continue to, perhaps you might consider girding your loins going forward.
Thank God.
At this point,
That's
Julie fully steps
fascinating.
out of the throne room to laugh.
Zara
I will
has
take
been
that under advisement, my lady.
Goddamn.
But I think it is inappropriate to disregard my culture in court, because that is appropriate for where I am from.
One is respecting the culture of another culture. When in the presence of their leadership, one would hope that such civilities would be taken, such as to cover oneself up.
I've seen his parts enough. Let's go.
I'll look into breaches. And he dashes out.
As you guys make your way down
It's fucking
through
awkward.
corridors and hallways that Rafal you probably haven't been through in ages. And Delamar leads you down through a series of relatively darker, dimmer tunnels where one of the walls has just been ripped apart by a series of roots. And on the other side is a small almost entryway with large double doors made of some sort of ancient stone with all sorts of strange languages carved upon the surface of it.
Would any of those languages mayhaps resemble things that would be translatable via Soulstone?
Potentially?
Draconic?
No,
Presumably.
the Ankayesh
Definitely.
language, right? Hey, Agrimar. Oh, wait, where's Nari? Nari!
Yes, my liege. God, that sounds so weird. Yes, Rafal.
Do we have
I'm
any?
not gonna call you my liege. That is so dumb.
Well, now you have to. Sorry, it's the rules.
Oh, jeepers.
I am not going to make you do that. But do we have any soulstones left?
In fact, I have a couple left in the old satchel. Agrimar pulls out. Nari's got the flail. Shit.
Nari!
Drag
give
her
it back to
body
her?
down.
Yeah,
the
where is
stairs.
she? She's we brought her inside somewhere.
You don't need the flail. That doesn't have the soul stones
Yeah.
in it.
No, but it has a lantern of revealing.
Oh,
Because
hello, Agrimar. Here I am. I got lost wandering through this giant castle.
Oh, have you
Oh.
gotten into the Queen's treasure chamber, Agrimar and Rufus?
yes, we are performing a pincer maneuver.
Amanda's
Oh.
gonna love this.
I will use a soul crystal now that Nari's here, and she can tell us what it says. I will wash it in blue energy to reveal its secrets.
You reveal the secrets. You are perplexed. A bit of a puzzle that you've seen several times before. A riddle of salt and stone.
Oh no.
Nari knows this one.
Fire is water. Water is stone. Stone is wind. Wind is fire.
Oh, Delamar, this sounds like a druid puzzle. You've got this, right? Right?
Isn't the answer just fire?
I don't recall what it was
There's
when
a-
we opened the
Did
thing.
we find the answer to this ever?
I don't remember. I thought Nari did when we opened the thing to the Aboleth.
I'm so tired. I don't remember. I think
That's
I was
bullshit.
dead
Nari
then.
remembers everything.
I was undead then.
Oh, her mind
You
reverted
missed
to
your
before
memory
undead.
weird. What do you guys remember?
What a wizard
Jack
now?
shit.
It's been 5 years.
I wasn't here.
Well, what do you think it would mean?
I think it means friendship,
How could I
honestly.
know?
Elements of life, perhaps.
I thought
Friendship.
I remember that it was also when we translated it that these got translated and they meant other things in like giant. Was it giant?
Oh, giant runes, yeah.
Like this
It was
had
the-
two meanings, right?
It was the not abyssal, the mind flayer language,
Yeah,
Oh,
and it had
yeah.
another meaning.
speech,
it
right?
had different meanings.
meaning in deep speech.
Oh,
It meant
hold on.
life is destruction, ruin is unavoidable, sediment is scattered, and fleeing is living.
Oh, that's right.
But
That's why
when
she told us to flee.
But when translated in Draconic, it reads fire is water, water is stone, stone is wind, wind is fire.
Well, my king, I
Agamar,
think
you
it's
say
time for
those are
you to make the
elements
decision.
of life. What the heck does that even mean? How are you supposed to show that to a door?
Blood, by chance, maybe the
What is
essence of
bleed
life.
on it?
Okay.
I'll do it. I bleed on
Okay,
it.
now explain to me what blood has to do with fire is water, water is stone, stone is wind, and wind is fire.
I have all of those things within me.
What? Then why didn't you just do that earlier?
Because a great man told me not to explain to everyone what I can do.
Well, I didn't know you are fire and water and stone and wind.
Oh wait, that's Nari. I thought some NPC just showed up. No.
Obviously, this is Nari's voice.
Somebody save me, please. I can't do it.
Okay, so what does it mean to the rest of you then?
I messaged
Elamar?
I messaged Amanda and she's like, I've told it to you twice. and she said it's the thing that Nari said before she went into the void. Something about
the fuck
fleeing
is
and
that?
surviving.
Blink. Oh.
It's the
Fleeing is
little it's
surviving.
the little speech she gave us before she left and went into
Does that
the
refer to the Ankaish then? They're in the Shadowfell.
They are in the Shadowfell.
These are doors to the Shadowfell, right?
Are there multiple doors in the Shadowfell?
Hmm.
So maybe there's a door, because like in the
Or-
Great Quarter, right?
or
You guys said
it's
that there's
very
a portal
possible
in there,
that
correct?
this wind elemental is what's keeping the door shut.
I mean, we can't really get to it though if we can't get in. Oh, I mean, I could try to dimension doors in. Or at least Thule and one other person.
Oh no.
I mean,
Well,
The
the
blue
range has
wizard is
500.
counterspelling.
The range has 500 feet, and as long as I don't run into a wall, we're fine.
Yeah, what are the odds of that even happening?
I can't imagine that a vault would be 500 feet thick.
we also don't know what's inside of. Well, I mean, let me put it this way, Thule. Last time Delamar, Agramar, and myself fought one of these things, we almost all died. So
And truly,
I mean-
you probably don't want to go 500 feet. The vault might not be 500 feet.
Well, obviously not the full 500.
Just don't
I
end
can-
up in a wall.
What?
Don't end up in a wall, please.
I mean, I can do that.
Please
just
don't.
I'll just go like 150 feet, or maybe like 100 feet. It'd be ridiculous for a wall to be more than like 50 feet thick.
Where is our intelligent wizard to help us with this puzzle?
he's
With
burning
his girlfriend.
down. He's burning down the house.
He's got an espresso on a
I mean,
rooftop.
He's enjoying that twinkle in his girlfriend's eye.
Oh yeah. That twinkle is just the fire of Lord Jaeger's estate. You can
That
call us
carriage
if you
pulls
want.
up.
Yes, is he crying? Is he crying?
Arrives, you see him just start rushing up the hill towards that burning inferno that was his manor house. You hear him shouting and screaming all sorts of orders at whatever city guard have showed up. He's throwing people this way and that before a couple of them just like tackle him to start dragging him out from the scene as it's unfolding.
Ah, yes. Ah, yes. This is
Would you
nice.
say that you had a dark roast?
It was
But yeah.
it was fire roasted.
Oh,
Honestly, just teleporting in there is the best idea I've thought. I could take Delamar in there since like he's the one that's looking for the elemental.
fucking
Can you-
doors, the bane of our existence.
Say
They really are.
say the riddle in the Mind Flayer language again.
The life is destruction, ruin is unavoidable, sediment is scattered, and fleeing is living. Veros et rithis et vix, vinsec et golos, and gos et eros.
I think this is a speak friend and enter kind of situation.
Okay, then tell us we're friends.
We are friendly. She says that towards the door.
We're never, ever gonna get through this door.
Well, Delamar, does this riddle mean anything to you?
Maybe it means something else in Druidic, and none of us can speak that.
That's a good point.
It's already got two different meanings in two different languages, so maybe there's a third.
It's true.
Of course, Delamar is chasing Igni around somewhere, so
No,
we're
the
getting
damn-
stuck at the
that
bottom of the
Damn
stairs.
monkey.
Fucking
Throwing
monkey.
flaming poop again.
Akamar's gonna sit down at the bottom of the stairs.
Delamar's
never mind.
back.
right.
Hey.
All right.
Delamar, as you descend down and join the rest of the party at the opening of this magical vault door, they struck up some sort of a blue crystal light source, and once that is shined across the vault, does Delamar speak Draconic?
No.
Then all these strange glowing runes appear that seem to almost dance across the light that were not previously illuminated. And as the party fills you in, they effectively tell you that this riddle means fire is water, water is stone, stone is wind, and wind is fire. And that is being written out in Draconic across these runes. And somebody else mentioned that it was also translated into deep speech as life is destruction, ruin is unavoidable, sediment is scattered, and fleeing is living. So Nari's turning towards Delamar and asking him if fire is water, water is stone, stone is wind, and wind is fire. Does that mean anything to you?
Oh, wait. Oh, I think I've got a freaking chart for this.
Jim, is that anything for me?
I'm just wondering if maybe it sparks any sort of an idea.
Do I still feel a breeze coming from it?
What you're looking for is on the other side of that door. And like, that means it's on this plane. It's on the other side of that door. It's not like a portal that you can feel the other side of kind of a situation. Not that.
So fire might open it.
Who knows? Is there a handle?
There doesn't appear to be a handle on the door.
I'm gonna walk up, casting burning hands on my hand, and press my hand to the door.
As you begin shooting out this cone of flames, it showers the door with this orange light. And you watch as some of these runes shift a bit. They begin glowing with the same orange of the fire.
That's new. Try a different element.
Anybody got water?
I will cast. Crap, that's a high level spell.
They'll take some water out of my flask and splash it
Oh,
on
We
it.
got a 5 elements this shit.
Water just splashes into the stone and just starts to trickle down.
Magic water. Okay, magic water.
I have no elemental magic.
This is all
I have
true.
I have Searing Smite, I guess.
I have them,
Thank you.
but I don't have the spell slots. Unless we've had a long rest.
We have not.
We could take a long rest and come back,
True.
and then we'll have Callum and Zara with us. We could always rest and then come back down here. It doesn't appear this is going anywhere. Rafal's gonna try touching the lit up runes.
Oh, I can make water right now if I need to.
Okay.
How quickly do we want to get into this?
Well, we're gonna need the water and then maybe stone.
And we need
and then
wind and stone.
yeah.
Rafal, as your fingers grace the front of these glowing runes, the stone does not have the warmth of the flame. It is still very cold to the touch.
Can I try? Because I associate like thunder with storms and AKA wind. Could I try to create wind with like thunderclap or something? To try to?
You want to try that?
I would like to.
What's it look like as Thule thunderclaps this door?
She just kind of brings her hands together and there's like you can kind of see the air like move as she pushes that thunder force towards the stone. Hopefully creating wind generation.
As this thunderclap ripples like a shockwave down here, you watch a portion of the runes light up along with this shockwave, filling what looks to be the last fourth of this little poem. The wind is fire, and it blows out the flame, and everything just goes dark in here.
We have to do it in order.
Oh, it's gotta go fire, water, stone, wind.
Fire, water, water, stone, stone, wind, wind, fire. Oh,
I can do water.
I can do wind,
I got fire.
fire, and then we just need water.
Stone.
I can't create
We need
water. I don't
stone.
I
have
can
that
do
spell.
all or
I know
stone.
we need stone.
Oh, and stone, yeah.
Where's our wizard who knows flesh to stone? Oh wait. Oh, hold on. I have stone shape.
I'm sorry I can't be of any help.
Does anybody have mold earth by chance?
Or what's the the meteors the miniature meteor spell?
Oh, meteor
Those
swarm.
minute meteors.
Yeah, that's it. The minute
I mean, meteor
meteors.
swarm would get you fire and stone. 2 for the price of 1.
I suppose we could take a rest and then come back, because then we might be more prepared for if we have to fight what's on the other side of this door.
I like that idea.
I think that would be better than just going in unprepared and blindly. I mean, we'll go in blind anyways.
Come, let's go celebrate.
Oh, by the way, Rafal, the Phoenix Feather Inn is absolutely like bustling with customers.
Oh, it's great to hear. Shelby needs a,
Ooh.
Good income.
And I thought you should find it curious that Lord Montaigneger tried to hire me to be a bodyguard for him. Apparently he's scared.
Well, I mean, I'd be scared if I had Kevin coming after me too. You know how it is.
Oh, no, I know how it is. She almost killed me, so.
Well,
Almost. She's done it twice.
why don't we all get cleaned up and we can have a royal feast? I'm allowed to do things like that, right?
I would assume so.
How do you make that happen? He just
Go
claps
to
his
the
hands. Yeah.
I'll go talk to the chefs.
Thanks, Nari. Yeah, let's go get cleaned up. I'm sure there's some royal baths.
This half of the party starts to freshen themselves up for a royal feast. Meanwhile, Callum and Zara witness the destruction of a once powerful man as he loses everything.
My cabbages.
After your date, what would you like to do?
They would like.
I was pretty sure our date was going to last at least like a week.
Bow,
All
chicka,
right.
bow, wow.
Nice.
And they didn't leave
Callum and
bed
Zara
for days.
fade from the limelight. He just rebuilt the Rich Bottom Exchange.
Now they're gonna
Custom-made bed.
now they're gonna destroy it. Oh man.
Got a hankering that only arson can do. But yeah, you know.
Callum's got his own special secret treasure chamber now.
I mean, what else do you think is going to get Zara in the mood more than burning someone's house down?
Nothing.
Absolutely.
Especially Jaeger.
Yeah, no, the pleasure that she just had is probably more than Callum could probably ever physically give her.
But damn it, he's willing to try.
I mean, she is not going to be in the mood at any more time than right
You know,
now.
You better be careful. Next, she's going to want to do a county, and then she's going to want to do,
She's going to be chasing this
state.
high for the rest of her life.
Soon you're going to have to watch the whole world burn.
Fire Lord Zara.
Yes, Phoenix King Zara.
Oh no, we're all in
I
trouble.
shall burn down the Earth Kingdom during Sozin's comet after I have destroyed the air nomads.
What just happened?
You know, that's
What-
just the goal. That's just
Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
the goal. Fire Nation.
Oh god, Ryan, I don't want it to be over.
We still got to destroy that ring, so we got that.
I know. It's just like I'm king now. That's
And I got some
weird.
I got some sweet epilogue shit.
I know. But
Yeah.
that's the thing. We're in the epilogue shit.
Yeah,
We
we can
saved
start
the
diving into some of that.
we saved the city of Misthaven, y'all. It took years, but we did it.
Stop the unknown force that has been changing history about this region since the dawn of man here. You did good.
Do we just want to?
We didn't do good. We did great.
Pretty freaking awesome.
I just can't believe it's over. I
Do we
don't.
want to just do like a flash forward a year from now? Like everything's. Sorry.
I got kind of an idea. As
I mean, I would want
the
some
next
time
few-
to think
Hagamar
about
has some
it, I
crafting to do.
guess. Yeah. Oh my god.
Like- a few weeks unfold over the course of the next couple of flashes between characters. And over the course of the next few days, some of the party members find notes tucked in amongst some of their things.
These Agrimar notes.
Are indeed.
Ah.
So over the course of some of your next
Mhm.
couple of dates, Callum, you find tucked into one of your lesser used coin pouches, but after so many delivery and takeout orders made to the house, you find yourself reaching for a purse you don't normally go towards, and you find tucked inside this pair of rolled up parchments and a small satchel you don't remember placing there. It reads,
Callum, you are a master of magics I can't possibly wield, and I reverently acknowledge your skill in magecraft. I humbly request that you try to bolster the defenses of the castle and the city as a whole to protect these fine folk we have worked so hard to save. I know Zara means the world and more to you, and I am so happy for the both of you. She means the world to me as well, so do keep and protect her, aid her, and be her voice of reason when the old Kevin shows their face. You are a kind and thoughtful soul, Callum. Take care of our mighty hero, Zara. With admiration, Agrimar.
And Callum takes that note and passes it to Zara. And he says, "You know, perhaps we should go check in on the others. I mean, we don't have to if you don't want to, obviously, but I get the feeling Agrimar may be planning to take off."
Ah, shit, of course he does. All right, yeah, let's start packing up. I kind of don't know where things are at the moment, but let's go meet them.
Right. I think some of your stuff ended up in that corner over there.
No.
And-
I think that's your stuff, right?
Oh, no, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, because of what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
And we get our stuff together and make ourselves presentable.
Oh, how's the estate doing?
oh, it's in shambles. It's
Yes.
a nightmare. As you guys are scooping up some of your things, Zara tucked in amongst one of your boots, a small parchment and a satchel that you don't remember being there previously.
Oh God, did he sneak in here?
I'm a sneaky bitch.
Oh God, that means he saw things. Oh my God, no. Aww.
Unfolding
Zara,
it.
you are one of my closest friends, and I apologize for what has happened between you and anyone else in our group in the past. It should not have happened. I have failed you, Zora, and I am truly sorry. I tried to protect you from harm, but I could not protect your heart from sabotage. You are the beating heart of our small but powerful family. You have so much more strength than me, more courage than Rufal, and more smarts than Callum. Your heart is more than Tuli's. And harder to kill than Nari, to be quite honest. As much as Rufal is the center of our group, you really are the glue that keeps this family together at the end of the day. This may be selfish, but if I might ask a titanic task of you, would you please be the protector of our family when I'm gone? I know that you hate Tuli for what she has done to you in the past, but she really had the best intentions for you, in her heart. I know it will be a huge burden to take on, but if anyone can carry the emotional weight I carry, I know you can do it. Be their anchor, be their solid place to land, be their shield, and be their first protector. I know that you can be for them. Zara, if anyone thinks little of you, remember, you are the bigger person, the giantess. You are my hero, Zara, and I will never forget it. Go with grace and love, and I do hope to hear from you again. Your friend always, Agrimar.
As the two of you start preparing your things and start making your way towards the castle to reunite with your party on the date that you all agreed to meet up to deal with whatever this thing is going on inside of the vault, to assist Delamar in this final task as some of the members of the now royal court are preparing themselves. Rafal tucked in amongst your sword, like just inside of the scabbard where you haven't had to draw it for a couple of days now, which
Odd.
feels weird now that you think about it. But this parchment falls out, and there's another satchel that the blade is leaning up against that you don't remember being there before.
Rahul, my friend, my brother, my king, my beloved. I wanted to save you, but you saved me. I wanted to be the protector of our family, but I was the one they protected. You have shown me kindness and love. Now I want to pay that forward 1,000-fold to those that don't have a great leader and protector like you. The only fear I ever felt was the fear of telling you how I truly felt about you. I love you, Rafal. From the moment I saw your radiating flame of hope burning in the darkness, deep in that mine under the lake all those years ago. As a smith, I knew how important it was to protect and fan that flame. I knew that flame would forge a great, peaceful future for all those around you. I made it my sole purpose to guard that flame. And we made it to the end intact, Rafal. Your flame of hope is now in the heart of every citizen of your kingdom, and that makes me so proud of what you have accomplished. It saddens me, but I have to leave you now. I am going to go do something for me. I am going to go out to all those people being oppressed by the darkness and shine the light of the Phoenix to create a beacon of hope that they can feel protected by and rally behind. I don't want to leave you, but I have to save countless others suffering from the same fate as Misthaven. This journey of mine leaves a wound in my heart that will never heal. But this is my choice. This is something I need to do. Rafal, I love you, and I will have you in my heart beyond the end of time. With all the love I possess, until we meet again, your Agramar.
Oh, there's a second note.
Yeah, everyone's got the same second note,
Scooping up
slightly
some
different.
of his things, preparing himself for the encounter with whatever this elemental being might be. The camera pans over to Delamar as he's making
Wait.
his way.
My only
Go ahead.
note to that is Rafal's gonna like take the note and like stick it in like his tunic or whatever, and he's gonna say, "Took him long enough." All right, now the camera can pan.
Camera pans, and we see a resolute figure as he begins his ascension of these hundreds of stairs up the side of this pyramid, where just a few hours earlier in his own preparations, Delamar, the avatar of flame, was preparing his own things and found a parchment and a small pouch that he didn't remember leaving among his things.
Delamar, I am sorry that I have to have had to leave you after just getting back together. It has been an absolute delight seeing you and Agni again. If I could spare time, I will. I will do what I can to aid you in containing the nature spirits, but I feel you have a firm grasp on that quest. I must pick up the fight against the ever-growing darkness that is plaguing the plains, and I now have the tools to fight it back. Thank you for coming and saving all of us in our time of need. Let the flame guide you, Agramar. Written in Ignan below that. Agni, be a good little fire monkey and watch over Delamar, would you? You are his guardian, and I expect nothing less than absolute devotion to him. Understood? I love you, little guy. Be sure to visit me on Dagonata sometime so we can throw magma snails at Delamar. Ciao, your fire buddy.
Oh.
Delimar continues his ascension up into the castle doors and starts making his way down into the basement levels. The camera flashes back to Thule as she was making her own preparations for meeting the party on this day, the Avatar fight, and she finds tucked in amongst her rucksack a small little pouch with a parchment, 2 parchments that fall free.
Thule, you are the love of my life, and I don't want to miss a single moment with you. But I know that you have much to learn about yourself, and many trials on the road to finding out who you want to be. I have cherished every second with you. You have shown me it's okay to chase what my heart wants without the guilt of duty or expectation of station. I have learned it's okay to have my feelings, whether they are good or bad. Your time away from me might feel short, as you will be busy lifting up the lower city dwellers to the surface, giving them a chance to prosper and thrive above ground if they choose. It will feel like every moment away from you is a year to me, but I can't wait to hear what you have accomplished in your life's journey. I ask that you will counsel Rafal where I cannot. You have a very cool head on your shoulders, and he trusts you. You are very suited to be a leader if you just give yourself the chance. Take it and make the world a better place for it. You and I both know Zara can be difficult, but she is the silent spear that protects Rafal and the city from hostile forces. Keep trying to work with her. Keep her safe. Rafal is going to need her aid. Oh, by the way, if Vale decides to leave his station as a priest of the Maker after all the effort I went through to keep him alive and safe, you have my full blessing to smite his ungrateful ass to cinders and take his armor. Don't stop loving our family. No matter what happens, they will have your back. Please have theirs in return. You, Nari, and I have a bond that spans far beyond our physical selves. I believe the 3 of us mirror the gods of Misthaven and embody the traits of them that need to be shared with as many people as we can reach. The gods are just people that have had such profound influence on their people that they began to be worshipped, thus giving them divine power. I know that the 3 of us have the ability to harness that power and spread change, knowledge, and love across the plains. I have to leave this place and get back to aiding the people that are facing the same darkness we have just vanquished. I'm counting on you to protect and guide Rafal while I'm away fighting the ever-expanding void. Thule, I love you, I will always love you, and my love will be waiting for you when you're ready to come home. With my ever-beating heart, love, Agramar.
As Thule's attention just kind of shakes back into the moment as her conversation with the counterpart seated at the booth opposite her, Reese Kincaid, inside of the Phoenix Feather Inn, swirls a goblet of wine in his outstretched hand. All I'm saying is that it's a pretty good opportunity, considering the attitudes of many of the guild members after Boyle was so quick at the trigger to make such calls on going after all those soul stones so heedlessly. Shame so many of the guildsmen got wiped out in their efforts, but, now that attitudes have shifted towards him, it could make for an interesting opportunity, none to say the less.
I appreciate you coming to me, Reese. I will admit that after myself seeing what's guarding those soul stones, and honestly, I feared that you were dead since you hadn't turned up for days, which really would have been a shame. You're quite helpful.
Well, my appreciations.
If you do, however, wish to, have a shift of power, I would be glad to assist you.
I gotta say that all the business that you've brought before me has been always more interesting, and it does seem as though your ties with the royal family is closer than many of Boyle's old contacts. It would only be a step in the right direction for me. Not to mention, the digs about this place are a bit livelier than the Baylor's Retreat.
They are indeed. The Baylor's Retreat is a bit haggard, if I may say.
That's putting it politely.
She'll hold her hand out to Reese. Say, if you have my back, I have your back.
Well, I look forward to seeing you around.
And
Are you going
go
to
ahead.
continue to go by your name, or would you prefer to go by some moniker for business dealings?
I'll have to think on that.
Till then, the west wind blows.
That it does. It's lovely to see that you're alive.
Glad to see you survived. I can only imagine our overstated rumors that happened outside of the city's walls. You've grown quite a fiction about your party.
What can I say? I aim to impress.
Fascinating lot. Anyways, I'll be seeing you around then. Pleasure dropping
course.
by.
Thank you for coming by. We'll speak at a later date.
You make your way out to the already waiting carriage that rushes you towards the castle that's in the distance as the party one by one begins to unify once again in the dark corridors of the now torch-lit with some arcane lanterns drifting about for the occasion. As one by one party members are starting to arrive in front of this arcane doorway with the etchings of these draconic runes that are glowing in this light of the soul stones, this riddle of salt and stone. Who would be the first to arrive?
Well, Rafal lives there. But I imagine Delamar was there first. As Rafal comes walking up. Oh, I guess I need to click long rest, don't I?
You
That
don't
would
have
probably
to,
help.
but everyone does.
Did we
complete a
level
long
up after
rest.
killing the
Yeah, do we
unkillable Titan?
level up? That's a great fucking question.
What level is everybody?
15.
15 currently.
15.
Sure. Sure, why not, right? I don't know of any special abilities that happen at 16, but I'm sure I'm gonna regret
I think I get another.
I don't age.
I get a
That is
feat,
my
right?
special ability at 16.
it.
I finally can take the Mage Slayer feat.
Yay.
I'm taking it. I've wanted that for so long.
That's how he gained it.
That's
He
true.
slew the greatest of mages.
That's true. Roll me a d6, Ryan.
Yeah, we got to do one last
That's your best
HP
for hit
roll.
points, right?
Yeah,
A D6, you said?
D10.
d10. I rolled a 6. d10.
Oh, I was like, what are you multi-classing
9. Let's
into?
go. Yeah, wizard. One level of wizard.
Yeah, last level wizard dip?
Whiz dip?
I have 181 HP. No,
That's
I need
gross.
to add my con. I've got
That's
3
really
more.
gross.
I have 184 HP.
That's fucking gross, man. It's not fair.
I need a
Are you-
D8 for cleric.
At least you finally hit triple digits.
I did.